so also we will
Hello.
be going to Kyoto as well.
Ooh, hello, chat. Hello.
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 Why is my
Really,
browser not showing?
I really want to go to Japan for
There we go.
nerdy stuff. There's also a place I want to go visit. It's a little like town. It's where this like famous mangaka was from, and they have turned it into a little town of yokai. Like there's yokai just hidden all
Oh, I
over the
did
place.
read. I did see like a video regarding that. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget. I think it's like the guy who made oh, it's about a kid who sees yokai. Uh
Again.
It was like a long time running manga, and there's like a current like anime of it. It's like Gige no Kitaro, like Gige no Kitaro, I think.
Hmm. I don't believe I know the name of that anime specifically, but yeah.
Let me see if I Kitaro.
I'm just
Oh,
jamming out
that's
in
the
the
wrong one.
corner.
Yep.
Just
Don't mind
jamming
us. We're
stuff.
just chatting about some future plans and stuff like that regarding
Great.
regarding
Yeah.
me. We're waiting for a DM.
So yeah,
I've
it's
never been
called
out of the UK.
uh
I wish I
oh.
could. Sorry.
So it's Gegege no Kitaro by Shigeru Mizuki. I think one second. Or it's called Hakaba Kitaro as well.
Hmm.
It means Kitaro of the graveyard. And
I don't. Yeah.
um,
I don't believe I know.
wait. Is this not it? I thought this was it. Wait a second. Let me see if I can't find this place. Okay. Oh, it's Fukusaki, I believe.
Sorry, I'm jamming out in the corner. I haven't been paying attention at all.
It's
Oh,
alright.
you.
Oh wait.
You're all good. We're just like chatting a little bit while we wait.
Yeah.
So
We await
Yeah.
the
Okay.
start.
So it is it is in honor of Mizuki Shigeru. So I think it's Sakaiminato, Japan. I don't know.
uh huh.
Sakaiminato. I assume that's how it is. Yeah. Sorry, I had to nerd about that because I read it in a book.
Oh.
Uh oh, what is it? The Book of Yokai. I read through. It was pretty good. It's like a actual like a university level publication. It was really fun. I liked it a lot.
Mhm. If it's in the area, I wouldn't mind taking a look at it. I just got to figure out how when we can fit that in like the schedule that we're planning out. Cause
Yeah.
we're doing go karting in Tokyo where you could dress up as Mario characters. So you need an international
Oh.
license for that. So we're trying to work on that.
Sorry, chat. We've just been.
Oh my
We've just
god,
been
giant
discussing. I
Ikibo!
was nerding out. What did you do to me?
There's two
Wait.
Ikibos!
Oh my god.
And one's huge!
Wait, I'm gonna watch stream. Oh, I see. I see.
That's a
I just
that's a
how
big
did I
boy.
just see
I
giant
wasn't in South
Ikibo
Street. I was looking
taller
around.
than
Oh my
Crawlag?
god. Oh my god. Why are there two of me?
Now there's two of him, and he's stepping on my cat.
Hey, not my fault. Move your
I,
cat.
I can't move my character because the game is paused.
How did you put me in then?
I didn't.
Oh,
Brave did.
Why is there a big one?
I don't know. You asked
That's what
me.
we're saying.
There's not a
I
big one
went.
on my screen.
Let me
I went Jotun form.
refresh.
This is not important. Refresh.
Jotun
Tell
form.
Crawlack. Tell Crawlack I'm stealing his game.
Damn, he's only been gone for 2 sessions. 3 now, I guess.
Well, he should have come back sooner if he didn't want me to steal his like thunder.
Okay, now it's fixed.
Don't you mean his lightning?
Well,
Oh, there we
the
go.
big guy's still
Same
there,
thing.
but you're not as.
No, that was a
Ikibo's not on the cat anymore.
Ikibo. That was a pun because you have a lightning javelin. Ikibo.
I know. But I think Crawlack also has thunder too.
I
Does
have
he
no
not?
clue.
He does. He's got like a whole bunch of like elemental powers with his giant form.
Yeah. How do I look edgier than the rogue?
You don't have
Revion
the
has
traditional.
love in his
You don't.
heart.
I always the funny thing is I always drawn you with the red gi and stuff like that. So it feels weird seeing you with like the cloak and the all gray attire.
Well, it's supposed to be a poncho, and there's like a flap over the pants. I don't know. I
Mm.
don't know. Maybe I'll rethink the color scheme because I think at first we had something that was similar to Captain America, and I was like,
I know
I don't
nothing
know about
about
that.
Captain America, so no
I don't remember
comment.
how we. This was like way back
Okay,
when we first got our winter clothes.
I think I'm ready. Sorry.
Right? No,
You're
you're
good.
good.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. I'm
Try
gonna
not to
die
die.
and
Jesus,
pass
you
on
good,
to the
buddy?
next realm. No, but we ball. Okay. All right. I guess this is my job. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Team Drake in the Mountains of Madness. Wait, no. Team Drake, the Plague Party. Woo! Insert applause here.
Wait, hold on.
If you have a soundboard for applause, I'm actually going to deal damage to your character.
It's on Discord. It's just on Discord.
Yeah, it's just Discord.
I know, but it still offends me. Anyway.
Oh.
That
What?
wasn't me. That was Chappie. That was not me. That was Chappie.
I've
That was
never
the-
heard
end
that
you.
sound in my life.
That was
Okay.
the Undertaker's gong.
Try not
My
to die.
cat is destroying my setup.
Kitty. Sorry, that's
She just
Alfaris.
jumped out of my lap and took my whole headset with her.
Sorry, that's Alfaris.
She's very cute, but she's a little bit of a disaster. Okay.
Alfaris stealing your headset.
Yeah, well, I just got done working a full day at work, and now it's time to torment some other people about it. Okay.
What the hell?
It's called self-care, baby girl.
Self-care?
Welcome back everyone to my worst nightmare.
Jesus.
Team Drake the Plague Party. I hope you all have had a wonderful week so far. And how are you all, my lovely players?
Actually, doing well.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
E.
Yee. Yes, I agree. Yee.
Duck?
I'm 27 out of 61 health, but I'm
Uh-oh.
doing fine.
Duck?
I'm 6 out of 63.
Trying to get Foundry.
Oh,
Yes.
how you doing, Duck?
I'm okay. I'm trying to get Foundry open again.
All good.
Let me turn you up a little bit.
Mhm.
Damn, this is some epic music playing right now. I didn't mean for this music to be this epic. What the fuck? Come on, guys. It's just a D&D game. It doesn't need to be this epic. Oh my god.
Oh, it's always got to be this epic.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. Here, I will go ahead and
Iki,
share.
but why do you look so edgy? What happened?
Even the rogue's calling me out. This is supposed to be winter clothes. Maybe we'll rethink the color scheme. I don't know. Apparently, I look edgier than the rogue.
I was thinking that, but I thought, no, it'll be fine. Player knows
Well,
best.
maybe I'll rethink it. Maybe I'll give you a proper commission. How about that?
No, it's fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. For information, by the way, I did not ask DJ to make my Ikibo. Brave did. So I've been asking if I can give a calm, and DJ just keeps saying no. I'm like, can I at least give you a tip?
No.
Support your artists. Support your
This
artists.
is not a democracy. This is an autocracy. And I am the autocrat. And I say art!
Yeah.
To be fair, I offered to do some art for the campaign because I was in a drawing mood. Because I had drawn in like a
Okay,
week.
All right.
Okay.
It's not a democracy, it's a cheerocracy.
A what? A
You don't know the
cheer?
ref? You don't know the ref?
What?
Oh, Never mind. Ignore what I just said.
No, tell me, tell me. Tell me, what is? Oh wait, is it like a cheerleading? Oh, is it? What is it?
Cheerleading?
What's the movie? What's the movie?
Bring it on.
That's it. Yeah, is it that one? Is that what that is?
Is a
Yes.
wordplay term popularized by the
Okay.
movie Bring It On that combines cheerleading and democracy to describe a situation where a group is ruled by a select few, much like how cheerleaders often dominate social hierarchies in high school.
What?
That's what Google told me.
Oh, huh?
We literally Googled what a cheerocracy is. That's
I've
hilarious.
never watched Bring It On. I didn't even know that it
haven't.
existed.
That's like one of the Disney Channel
big.
movies, right?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I think
Need
it's
to
a
know
little
on Spotify
different.
even more.
I think
Jesus.
it's separate, but it's almost in the same vein. It's very coming of age teenager moment, I think. But
Okay,
competition.
I already have my play. No, I don't have my character sheet because I refreshed. Oh boy. Oh no. No. Where is it? Player info? No. Where is my character? There it is. I don't understand this website yet. Yet.
Oh my
Don't.
god.
You know what? Yeah, no, you'll learn. You'll learn.
Eventually.
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 Well, I believe we're all here. Is that true?
Save
Goliath.
from the Goliath man.
Save for the Goliath man. We miss him every day.
Had
The arms of an
angel.
angel.
Fire.
Away.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, are there any items of business that we need to get to before we hop in for today?
Not that I know of.
Don't believe so.
Unless we suddenly have a random sponsor, which we don't.
No. If you would like to
Rage
sponsor Team Drake,
Shadow.
please send
No.
an email to no. If you want to sponsor DJ, you can do that. Give him some subs or something. I don't know how Twitch works. Anyway,
Run the primes.
run the primes. The prime numbers. All right. Well,
One.
well then, without further ado, welcome one and
One.
all to Team Drake the Plague Party. I am your DM, Brave the Coward, as always, joined by my lovely players. Thank you so much for that lovely comment in the Foundry. Oh, your token's still not named correctly. That's
Oh.
fun. Hold on. If I yell loud
Storm.
enough, do you think it will?
Brave
I'm
uses
going to
unsettling
scream.
visage.
I do.
Oh no.
Sorry, that
I
doesn't
have an
work
unsettling
anymore because we
visage.
updated and it no longer has unsettling visage. In fact, I have
Yeah,
no
get
more
nerfed,
features
idiot.
anymore. I can only
Okay.
change my form and that's it. Yeah. They put me in a blender.
I'll give you a feat over it. Anyway. Yeah, well, I suppose if that's all, let's just get into it because daylight is waning. So, would anybody like to tell us what happened last time on Team Drake?
I would, but I'm confused.
We
You
fought
would, but
some
you're
trees
confused.
and some goblins.
I.
Oh.
Hopefully
I,
you'll like
I mean,
this.
it's DJ's stream. Maybe they should just explain what happened.
I was it not picking up?
No.
Okay.
No, I talked over it.
try-
Apologies.
No, it's fine. Let me try again. We fought some trees and some goblins. And we spent the entire session doing it. Chappie almost died. And Ikubo turned a goblin to ashes. And they found a
Allegedly.
funky tin.
Allegedly.
And
We
yep,
can't prove that or not.
Allegedly?
allegedly burned him to a crisp.
Suspicious smoking sword.
But he found a tin that I recognize, and yep, that's pretty much all that happened. Chappie almost
That's all she
died.
wrote.
Chappie almost died. Allegedly. Allegedly.
I almost died. I was very close.
What's
to
with
dying.
all the allegations tonight?
That's what I'm saying, right?
Oh, my VTuber broke for a moment. Oh.
Okay. Yes, so last time on Team Drake, the party coming to a crossroads found themselves accosted by several disguised goblins and their hidden associates, along with a treant who blocked the way and seemingly attempted to swindle, trick, bribe, persuade, and perhaps force the party into giving them their names. This,
Allegedly
unfortunately, if you say allegedly, I'm actually going to end the game. However, they quickly discovered the reason why Team Drake are the coolest, as they allegedly turned a few of them to ash. The remaining assailants, seeing that they were royally outmatched, fled on foot, leaving behind the corpses of some of their comrades, and leaving you all a bit bloody and bruised from a brawl, but nonetheless still alive. After sifting through the belongings of the now, let's say, sugar-free goblin, you discovered a small metal cylinder with an ornate lock, which one of you, Vern, happened to recognize. And so that is where we left off last time on Team Drake. And so we find ourselves back here, back at the crossroads, after having survived, perhaps, this interesting encounter. And so I would like to turn the time over to you, my lovely, lovely players. What would you like to do?
I would probably like to help a couple of people heal, if that's possible.
That
I would like to,
Absolutely.
yeah, I would like to regroup with the others back at our wagon.
You may certainly do that. In fact, here, I will bring the wagon will come. Actually, here.
The wagon
you
will
can
come
come
to
back to
you.
Do you
Okay,
want the wagon
never
to come
mind.
to you? Yeah, the
Sure.
wagon. I'll move the.
Let's move. Let's meet at the crossroads. How about that?
Yeah.
What
is
the
the
fuck?
horse noise?
What was that?
They do that.
I believe that's the sound a horse makes.
Also, oh shit, where was it?
I will
I
be
wanted
playing
to.
the role of the animals, just two animals, a duck and a horse.
I wanted to do something last session, but we said to save it for this
Yes.
session. I wanted to know if I could do
Indeed.
another roll for the whole bleeding into Feywild thing to figure out if it's actually happening or if it's just a theory thingy.
Sure, you absolutely may do that.
What do I roll? Arcana? History? Investigation?
Yes, so if you would like to try and see what plane of existence you are and if things are bleeding, that would be an Arcana check.
Would you like some guidance?
Sure. Hit me up with a guidance, Pogu.
Guidance.
And then I need to roll a d4.
Yes.
16, I'm a grandmother. And a 1.
17.
So it's 22
yeah!
total.
Okay, for a 22 total, you will sort of look around, and what would you do to try and discern the sort of planar state of an area?
Sorry, hang on, I'm thinking.
Come on, wizard boy, you got this.
Never call me that again. Probably look at the leaves in the greenery, see if there's any, like, coloration to them that's not natural. Because I assume the Feywild has color. Oh god! Oh god!
Why is it doing that? Oh,
Oh god.
sorry, I'm
It's the
playing around
Mexico
with things.
filter.
It's the Mexico filter.
Not the sepia. That was funny timing. Any
I was
coloration.
looking away. Oh my god.
I was like, any coloration. suddenly it gets.
Did it go night mode? Is that what's happening?
Wait, no, hold on.
Oh
What if I
god.
do this?
Everything's
playing
fading to
with it.
black.
Oh, there we go. I think will do
Oh
what I want it
God,
to do.
Oh,
let's
okay.
see.
A bit much.
Hold on. I'm trying to make it
Somebody
look
turned
like
the gamma
evening,
up.
like Twilight.
And it
Not
was
the book or
Oh,
the
are
movie.
you saying it's Twilight right now?
No.
It's Twilight right now.
Wasn't it Twilight like an hour ago?
You have been in combat for
A couple of
a
minutes.
grand total of perhaps 5 minutes.
No. Wasn't it
in
Twilight
game.
when we stopped for lunch
I thought
or
it was
whatever
afternoon.
it was?
I thought it was
No.
afternoon.
Wasn't
It
it?
is not. Sorry.
Okay.
That's probably too high on the game.
Retcon. Didn't happen.
I thought we started like we stopped like midday. That's what I thought we were doing.
You stopped midday, but then you traveled for a ways more, and you arrived here around Twilight.
Oh.
They
I
got
see.
really cold in my room. Alright, so I'll probably look at the leaves and stuff at the coloration, because I assume in the Feywilds coloration is different.
Okay. Well, with a 22, you begin examining the foliage here. And what you can see pretty evidently is the foliage, for the most part, seems to be middle fen standard. So that is the material plane.
Okay.
However, you will notice that when you specifically move leaves, when they rustle in the wind and the gentle breeze that is blowing in the evening air here with carrying a hint of chill upon it, you can tell for sure that when they move, sometimes a few of the leaves flicker, almost as if they are rapidly changing between two different states. In one moment, they are the green of the conclave, and in the next, they will flicker, almost as if they are changing spontaneously to a deep orange or a red. The leaves of deep, deep fall. And
That's
then
not a good
a
sign.
moment later, they will change back and return to being just green. And so from your observation of this, you can tell that while you are not in the Feywild itself, this is a place where at the present moment the veil, the line between them is quite thin, and it is possible to transfer from one to the other. You would think that perhaps if there was a fairy circle near here or a hollow tree or any other natural formation that one could perhaps slip between the two realms quite easily.
You mean like this over here? This tree?
That tree y'all murdered, so that tree probably not.
Oh, okay, it's just a
Didn't
tree.
murder
on the
it. We just
stream.
reverted it back
What
to
about
its original
that
form.
tree?
That's a fallen tree, and so
Okay.
no.
Okay, good. Vern, now knowing this info, Chappie, did you want to do anything before our storm things? Let's geek about for
Okay.
things.
I would like to cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
Nice. That's like 100 health, isn't it?
Yes. So I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
Jeez.
Okay.
Can you ping it, please?
And I have to
Thank you.
roll 3d8s.
Okay, it is not 100 health. I'm thinking of something else. You lied to
You're
me.
you're probably thinking of my Channel Divinity, which I
Possibly.
don't have anymore.
Doesn't Mass Heal do that, or didn't it do that?
Okay, that's good. Everyone gets
Gives
15
me
healing.
The benefits of a short rest and also getting 2d8 hit points.
I have Mass Healing Word.
I dropped the dice and I can't find it.
Brave, could you add the 15
Yeah.
health, please? I don't know how to do it.
I found it.
To Vern?
Yeah, and to everyone, because he's
Alright,
healing everyone.
Everyone gets 15? Okay.
I'm surprised they don't do it automatically.
And then they gain the benefits of a short rest. Does that mean they can expend hit points? Hit dice?
Oh, yes, you absolutely could.
What
Oh,
is
we
a
could
hit
do
die?
Do you benefit from this, Chappie?
What?
Do you also benefit from this healing?
Yes. I think you. Do you also get? I think you also get additional healing because of my my life domain stuff.
Where
You
are
would,
the
yes.
feature buttons?
So that's So that's give me a second.
This? No, that's
I
5 per feet.
apologize. 2 plus the spell slots level, so everyone gets an additional 5.
Sorry.
Oh.
5 more.
Yes, 5 more healing.
Okay.
I
I
need
changed it on my end.
Oh,
change
there it is.
confirm.
Okay, wizard features. Nope, that doesn't tell me my hit die. What are my hit die?
Your hit
It
dice
should
are
let me have
d6s. You have 3 out of
Thank
8.
you. I'm
Um,
gonna use one.
Did I use a hit die? I don't remember. I think I said I wanted to do use a hit die.
I don't believe you did.
No,
Can
okay.
you expend a hit die and give me 5 health, please? I don't know how to do it. I
can
don't see a
certainly do that
button to
for you.
remove or anything, so.
It's weird. Don't worry about it.
There.
Yep. And give you 5 health.
here, I'll take 2 of my hit die. I used 4
Yay.
last game. I don't know how to fix that, so I'm 4 out of 8. But I'm going to use 2 more, so I'm about to have 2 hit die left.
I'm at 71 out of 76 health. Yippee.
Do I add anything to my hit die, or is it just a straight number?
It is plus your constitution modifier.
Right. So 2.
So you're at 2.
Wait. What? So is it my modifier per dice or just in total?
Let me check that really quick. Just for you.
I'm sorry if I'm
Hello, anyone else
sniffly.
slowly
I think
coming
I
in?
got cold. Hmm.
For each hit point die you spend, you roll the die and add your con modifier to it. So it's for every dice you roll, you add your con.
Wait, you add your
So-
con?
Yes.
Oh, then it wouldn't have been 5. It would have been enough to heal me. It would have been 9. So I would be
9?
at full health. Yeah.
Yep.
So I have a +4. Sorry.
I'll just put you up there.
I don't
Okay.
usually roll hit die.
All right, so I'm above half.
Very cool, very cool. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, so that is a short rest. Here, I'll just give you do I have a macro for this?
I sent you a question as well, Brave, because I'm not sure about something.
Hmm?
Okay, thank you. Wanted to be sure.
Okay. Beautiful bean footage.
Beans.
Beans.
Alright, is that all you're doing, Jeppy?
How's everyone else looking health-wise?
I'm 40 out of 63.
I'm full health.
Okay. And Rev, you're fine?
I'm full health.
I
I'm
should
full.
be-
Okay.
I should be good. I'm good to go.
I feel fine as well, so I should be good as well.
Oh, I should
Well,
have
here.
mage armor on still. Where's my mage armor gone?
Well, here. I should be good as long as we take a long rest soon.
Yeah.
Your mage armor is still up.
Oh, okay, it's saying that I don't have it, so.
That's weird. Okay.
Hi. Are you gonna do something first, or did you want to like role play something?
I wanted to
That's a
roleplay
Buffy question.
something.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, kind of both. Can I... But can I see the tin again?
Yeah, I'll just give it to you.
Cool. Can I take out my tin?
Yes.
Is it the exact same, or is it different design?
So, you all would see. Are you doing this in front of everyone or surreptitiously?
No, I'm doing it in front of everyone.
Okay. You all see. Well, Vern will remove a similar looking object from within their wherever they keep things. The one that you retrieve from the goblin is very plain. It is just a single metal tube. It looks like it was riveted together, like a sheet of metal was bent over and riveted together to create this, even though it's sealed, it has a spiral on cap. Your tube is a little bit more ornate. It is seamless. It was not riveted together, it was forged in one piece. And it has very simple wave-like engravings on the outside of it. Rather than just being plain metal, it's almost damascene in the pattern on the outside of it. However,
Okay.
the method of construction, that is a cylindrical tube that with a screw-on cap that then locks with a simple, not a simple, a little ornate padlock,
Mhm.
is the same. So yours is different, of higher quality, but of the same design.
My second question falls into this. Do different archfays have different designs on their tins?
You would know that some archfey do like to use different designs on theirs. However, designs are more of a accident sometimes.
Okay.
Just whatever's available, and especially for lower ranked minions or lesser archfey or lesser fey. Oftentimes practicality of what can be obtained takes precedent over having everyone have matching
Okay.
message containers.
Sorry, I prepared some questions over the week. Give me a second. So you said it's like a kind of like it's been bashed together. Can I like figure out did the goblins make this, or was this actually given by an archfey? Or did they
Looking
steal
at
it from
it,
someone?
what specifically do you want to try and determine about this?
Was this given to the goblins by an archfey? Or a fey higher than me, I guess is the best way I can put it.
I don't think you have any means by which to determine the answer to that question.
Okay, that's fine. And the padlock does it have a keyhole? I'm assuming not, considering
It does
knowledge.
not. Observing it, the padlock here is completely solid on the bottom. It's made of many interweaving strands of metal, sort of wrapped around each other in a little sphere, and it has no actual place for a key to be inserted.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the party. I'm gonna realize, yeah, none of these people will know the spell. Can I look to EC and just say, EC, you wouldn't happen to have the spell knock, would you?
Knock?
Mm.
Is it opens doors?
Opens locks, yeah.
EC will think for just a moment. Yes? Why do you ask?
I'm going to hold out the goblin one to her and say, can you use it on, I assume it's the padlock for this. The padlock, please.
Oh, what is this? She will take the little container from you to examine it.
The goblin held
Okay.
it. What I will tell you is we won't be able to open this lock any other way because it uses a passphrase.
Oh, I
Which
see,
you
I
can't
see.
really determine, and I glance over at the ash on the floor that's probably blown away by now.
It is starting to drift away in the wind, indeed. EC will kind of look over at the drifting ash pile. Yes, I think that might be wise. I can try. I
Thank
can
you.
certainly give it a try. Vrij. And she will just twist her fingers over the
Mhm.
lock. And there will be some multicolored sparks that come from her hand as she does so. And with a sigh, the metal strands that are sort of enclosing this this bar of metal, holding it closed, will relax, almost like a muscle untensing or a leaf opening, and they will sort of bloom outwards and relax into a small flower, and the lock will no longer be bound.
Oh,
Thank
it
you,
worked.
Izzy.
Of course.
I would take it back. And
Yeah.
I will open it. I'm assuming there's a piece of paper inside, or is it something else?
There is a piece of paper. There's a little rolled up piece of parchment there.
I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna try and read it.
Okay. Hold on. Let me do a thing really quickly for you. Sorry, I did not get a lot of time to
You're good.
get this all ready today.
If it helps, I know Common, Elvish, Deep Speech, and Sylvan.
That is
Really?
useful.
I swear to God, if it's written in Goblin, I'm going to cry.
Just to be
After
a
all
hater.
this planning, for the past week, and banking on the hopes that EC had knock, all for it to be Goblin. Oh, I went from being really cold to being really warm all of a sudden. Jesus.
Sorry, hold on. It doesn't want to do what I want it to do here.
I'm assuming you're trying to make a piece of.
I
thing for
am.
the
I'm
puppet.
trying to. I use OneNote for all my notes, but you can't copy paste directly from OneNote. It just creates an image of it instead of
Oh, that's
an actual
dumb.
thing. Yeah, it's the worst. Okay. Okay.
I should probably mention while he's doing this, Vern is looking very focused right now.
Well, what is it?
Hang on. Hang on a moment. What are we gonna
Hang
check?
on a moment.
I'm just sitting on the ground. I'm like over half health, but I'm absolutely drained from that fight.
Valid. Vern's like what's the I guess tapping foot is kind of the word, but I mean, like, you know when you bounce your leg but you're standing up?
You're anxious? Yeah.
Yeah, like that. He's doing that while he's reading.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
That is what you will see. Just this little piece of parchment that, even as you remove it from the container, just the smell of it hits you. Almost this like sickly sweet floral scent that's just laid thick on this note. You're almost surprised it didn't get out of the canister.
Wait. Do I know who Oleander is?
Go ahead and make me a history check.
History. I'm decent at that. I have an 8.
Okay, a 22.
That's hot.
You do not personally know an Oleander. However, you do know that one of your mother's associates, a fellow minor fae under Manai, is named Oleander.
Oh!
Ooh.
Cool, so my theory was correct. Well, kind of. Gavin names and bargains, any means are acceptable. The 12th part is yours to keep. 12th part is yours to keep. I'm going to read to the others, the note.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just trying to figure out what
Is
the
it?
12th part is yours to keep means.
Well, isn't oleander like a poisonous plant?
Yeah, they're also not a good person. And he's fidgeting with his lip with his nails. I don't know how to explain it. Like picking
Vern?
at his lips.
Is something the matter? You've been tense ever since you were reading that note.
Uh, Oleander works for Manai.
Have you mentioned the name Menai to me above game?
To
I
any of us.
don't remember. I think Eira did to Chappie when everyone was asleep. I think because
Okay.
I remember her opening up to you about a bunch of stuff, and I think Minai was part of it.
Can I make a history check to see if I can recall Menai? Because it was been a while since I've heard that name.
Sure, go ahead.
12th part is yours to keep.
Okay, I say that's decent.
A 15?
Grandmother.
Yeah.
You might remember that Vern has mentioned him before, but you may want to ask about it again.
Was this what we had discussed back at the coin toss about back home?
I think so. To the other party. Minai is an archfey in the Feywild, and he is not. They paused for a moment trying to figure out a word to say. He is not a. How do I word this? He's
I
not.
will walk up to Vern and lay a hand on his shoulder, if you will allow me to.
Yeah. He is evil, I guess is the best way I can say it.
Well, that
And-
seems to be everybody we deal with these days.
Yeah, my mother also kind of works for him.
Your mother?
My mother. um,
Oh.
Your mother from the Feywilds is associated with this evil archfey.
yeah,
Is this what you've been trying to disguise yourself from all this time?
yeah, you remember how I said I was from the Feywilds?
It's been a while back, but yeah, I do remember that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I told all of you when near the time when we
In
first
the
met.
stuff,
Um,
probably the Shrine of Suffering. Yeah,
possibly.
you opened up to us about that.
Yeah, my mother wanted me to, I guess the word I can use is join the family business. And they give them a look like, you know.
What's the family business?
um, they start like, you know when you like count on your fingers, like you put your finger down, you tap it with your other finger, do that. You know, some spying, assassination, murdering, spying, murdering.
Right.
Not exactly the best parent.
You were meant to be an assassin.
Yeah, she also kind of wanted me to be a necromancer, but here we are. Like her.
Like her?
I mean, she's
Is-
a wizard too.
Is she also like you? Like, can she do what you do? You know, and he waves a hand in front of his face.
Give me 1 second. I just wanted to double check something. Okay. Yeah. She's a changeling.
Oh. Then we're dealing with someone very serious.
She also works for Minai, who is an archfey, may I remind you.
Hmm.
And
What do they want with these names?
the way Fae works is if they have your name, what was it? They can above game, was it they can control you or is it they own you or something like that?
So having somebody's name gives you both a level of control over them and also sort of access to their abilities, in a manner of
Right.
speaking. A name in the Feywild is a measure of identity. If you were to possess the name of a great warrior, that name would in turn give you some of the abilities of a great warrior.
Fuck.
I
Okay.
share that with them,
Okay.
which means Minai is trying to, well, Oleander at least.
Build an army.
Yeah. Just what I worried about the moment I heard them say ask for names and the moment I saw that canister. I'm not really supposed to still have this. They look down at their tin, which is still closed.
What
But-
happens?
Were
What does
you-
your tin have?
The tins just have missions that you're supposed to be on currently.
Are you trying to gather people for an army?
No! What? Vern looks
Can you-
genuinely insulted.
I'm gonna look to Ikibo. I'm gonna look to Ikibo. It's like, hey, that's a lot. That's a lot to accuse someone of right now.
I'm
but
not saying that's what you're doing now, but before you met us, is that what you were doing?
No, I assume this is to do with the war that Rylan warned me about. If I remember
war in the-
correctly, someone poisoned, what was it, the Dusk Mother?
There was a
Someone got
seer
poisoned.
well that was poisoned.
A seer well was
That's
poisoned.
all you know specifically.
Okay. A seer well was poisoned and, apparently, last I heard from Rylan and my dad, war is starting in the Feywilds, or at least seems to be starting.
sounds urgent.
I looked down at my tin. I suppose it doesn't really matter now. I'm already spilling my guts, one could say. 1 second, I'm scrolling up. Hold on. Alright, and I'm going to look down at the tin. I'm gonna say it's 7 sister silver stars shine sorrowful silence.
And the little flower lock, those interwoven bands on the padlock of your canister will unfurl, and the padlock will click open.
I'm going to take out the little piece of paper.
Mhm.
This was the mission I was supposed to go on before Rylan and my dad helped me leave. They're they're conflicted. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, what was the mission?
I was supposed to infiltrate the Sealy Court with someone who I really don't want to be in the same room with. Sorry,
Now that
Bird.
we've seen these
Sorry.
now that
Mhm.
we've seen these goblins, do you think we're expecting to see more of them?
If they have that note, it's possible that they have other goblins trying to do their dirty work for them. Or at least other fays.
That would explain why the forest has been so off then.
Oh, yeah, about that. I'm gonna look over to where I touched the tree earlier.
Mhm.
So just to confirm, I do know this is near a crossroads, yeah? Or whatever it's called.
Yes.
Okay.
This is. You could even say that this area is itself a crossroads, not just because two roads cross here, but because
Yeah.
two planes cross here.
This is... you're gonna look at me like I'm stupid, but let me finish my sentence first. This is a crossroads. Not just in that sense, but also the Feywild and... What was the material plane called again?
Middlefen.
Middlefen and the Feywild are currently crossing here. It's why the forest is so quiet, and I'm guessing it's why that waterfall looked so strange earlier as well.
And normal civilians can just accidentally cross into the Feywild?
I don't know. I've only ever gone through one. I've never actually really done much research on the subject, I don't think.
McCool, who's standing nearby, will speak up, and he'll say, "What, you've never heard the stories? Kid goes out in the forest, missing for 3 days, comes back a grown man?"
Do I recall a story like that?
No, you do not.
I'm sorry, I don't exactly have any knowledge of any like of any like tales like that before.
That is okay, Benjamin will say. It is, more common here in the conclave. Um, it is a common story to frighten children, I suppose, but it does have some truth to it. People leave and they come back at the wrong time, at the wrong age. They go and they have experiences. They see a light and hear laughter in the forest, and they go there and they come back and they can no longer eat mortal food. And they starve to death because they can no longer eat the food of this plane. Or children go and come back. I mean, no offense, Vern. Different. Yes. Not the same person. Things like that. How often it happens, I could not say, but enough that there are stories.
Question, Brave.
What's your question,
Well,
soldier?
2 questions. Do I know what they mean by the 12th part is yours to keep? And what is Near Dusk by Solstice? Would I know what that is? Is it a place?
Near Dusk is a settlement
Okay.
on the Fey side. It's quite near here. It would be actually near Manai's seat of power, which is the Split Mountain.
Okay. And do I know what the 12th part is yours to keep might mean?
Yes, you would absolutely know. The 12th part just means that 1 in every 12 names, that subordinate is free to keep for themselves for their own empowerment, but all others must be tithed up to to their superior.
Okay. And then the other thing, I DM'd you, which is fine.
Yes. Talk amongst
Yeah.
yourselves while I do that.
But we should keep on our guard at the very least, especially if it's Oleander, who again is under Minai. That means
Alright.
he and Sealy are definitely active here.
What do you think we should do then?
I don't know, but I know that New Dusk is a Fey settlement very close to Minai.
Are we in danger of crossing over right now?
I don't really know. I haven't been to the Feywild since I left. The only kind of times I've been, even then they weren't really times I've been there, between then and now was in dreams. But only a field, so I can't really see much.
What do you want to do? It sounds like Ryland and your father are in severe danger. Would you want to aid them?
Sorry, above game, I just realized, did I ever tell everyone who Ryland was, or was that just Chaffee that I did?
I probably
I
just
literally do not remember.
I'll
Me
just
neither.
say I told you guys, just for sake. Just for ease.
Yeah.
okay. I could just scratch that out and just say your father if that makes more sense.
No, it's fine. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't say. I told you Chappie already, but my father doesn't really agree with the whole Unseelie thing either. He and Ryland are actually the reason I'm not in the Feywild right now. So.
So they aided your escape.
Are they in trouble?
One second. I'm looking up the letter that Brave made like many years ago.
For context, this is a game that's been going on for about
5 years.
3 years?
No,
Well, 5 years?
Started
Oh my!
COVID.
We started
We
in
started
COVID.
in
COVID
Yes.
was like 2019.
No, it was 2020 for
Was
us.
it 2020? Oh, 5
Yeah.
years then.
So there's a lot of lore. There's a lot of secret letters. There's a lot of stuff and notes that are like 5 years in the making, and we only just done chapter 1.
Chapter 1 took a long time to get through, to be fair.
Yes, it did. A lot of scheduling issues, but that was a really great chapter to leave off like a big hiatus.
Yeah. Oh, his name wasn't that name. It was this name. How could I forget?
Whatever you found, can you send to me in DMs, by the way?
I'm still looking. I remember you sending me it, but was it in
Can
the
you
Discord?
Can you Google search it? Like, I mean, not Google search, excuse me, but like searching your
I
Discord.
am.
Like, can you?
Hold on. Bots. Booth, can you deal with that, please? Just /ban and then that name.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ew. Mods, remove that guy.
Knights!
Mods,
Behead
use
him!
Get his ass!
Letter. Right. Okay. I found the one that says, burn letter, I am in Middlefen, mum knows your location, I have no choice, run.
Yeah.
Oh, I found it. I
There we go.
can just...
Boo, Stinky.
I would... Oh yeah, I burnt that letter. I wouldn't have the letter. Oh. I think that's the only letter I have. Yeah, that's the only letter I ever had.
Yeah.
The last letter I had, I burnt because he told me to.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he was in a place called Middlefen. My dad.
Yes.
Is what he will say to his party.
Middlefen. Do I recognize that name? That location?
Middlefen?
Yeah, Middlefen.
You personally would not be familiar with that terminology.
Okay.
What I do know, because Brave told me ages ago, Feywild is a geographic copy of Middlefen.
Middlefen being the material plane.
Is it Brave?
Yes, the Middlefen is the material
Yes.
plane. Middlefen is
Okay.
what people in the Feywild specifically call the material plane.
Okay. I think I'm starting to understand it now.
So my dad's
This
in
is
the
all
material plane.
disconcerting.
I know. My dad's in the material plane, but I don't know about Ryland. It's been a while since a dream.
Have you attempted to contact him through dream, or do you only receive these dreams?
I think I only received them, right?
Say again?
The artifact thing that Ryland has, I can only receive the dreams. I can't ask for them, can I?
Yeah, it is a...
One-sided. One way?
No, it can be, it's both ways. If you
It is both
wanted
ways.
to, yeah, you could initiate a dream. Although you are aware that it is a little harder for you to do on this side.
Okay. I mean, I can try, but it's not as... It's harder for me than it is for him to initiate one.
What do you need in order to do that? A good night's sleep? Do you need some? Do you need some, like, a bedtime story? Some blankets?
Brave?
So it's not that you are comfy. Specifically for you to initiate a dream like that, the main problem is that the Middlefen and Feywild are desynced in time.
Yeah, time works differently.
And so you would have to be from the Feywild to the Middlefen is easier because the Feywild automatically converts when you travel away from it.
Yeah.
And so he can just send it out to you and it will get to you where you are. But trying to send things into the Feywild has a great chance of missing it chronologically and not being at a time while he's sleeping. And so it's more difficult. Yeah.
Time works differently in the Feywild. Let's just say
possibly even say wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
How did you know? No. But it would be hard because there's a chance I would try and instigate a dream and he would not be sleeping. Kind of like, do you remember a while back where I had to fall asleep on a park bench in the middle of a battle?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
What?
because Rylan needed to talk to me that one time. When we hadn't slept
Oh,
properly for a few days.
wait. I have an idea. I go through my my satchel. I pull out the book. I put out the heretic book that I got from
What?
I take out the heretic ritual. With
The
this,
Wait.
if I teach you this, you won't need to go to sleep. So maybe he could contact you while you're awake.
Oh, okay, a different heretic. I thought for a moment you meant the heretic from the book I was reading that was teaching me deep speech.
The anti-Lathander guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, not anti-Lathander. He's more
Oh, he
like
was a different.
he was a different type. He was an insomniac.
I'd rather not, respectfully. But thank you.
Okay.
Though it does give
Alright.
me an idea. Can I look at the book? Because you said I have some spells, some new spells from the deep speech book.
From the Buke.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you want to take a look at the ritual that Jack the insomniac gave me?
No, I guess it didn't pick up.
From
They said
your
respectfully
7th
no.
notebook.
Yeah.
Oh, from your notebook.
Yeah, from
Okay,
some
gotcha.
notebook. My deep speech
Gotcha.
book.
Yeah. In the deep speech notebook, the 7th notebook, it's called. After your previous ritual, inside you see that it has transcribed the spells Silent Image and See Invisibility.
Damn. I was hoping maybe it would have scry.
No. Maybe on a future page.
Yeah, so see
Pretty high level.
invisibility and what was it?
Silent Image, which you may copy into your own spellbook when you have time.
Okay. Okay, I'd rather not become an insomniac, respectfully, because...
Probably requires a little bit more faith, so
Yeah.
that probably would have helped, but it would have been nice to have a way to contact you without having to fall asleep.
Mm. The funny thing is, Brave, I already have both of those spells.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I have Silent
Oh.
Image and See Invisibility already.
Oof.
I will. Did you already put them in from learning
No.
that, or you just learned those?
No, I just
All
looked
right,
at my
I
spell
will-
list and they're there.
I'm debating whether I should change it or not.
It's up to you. But,
I will change it. I'll
okay.
change it, and you'll get different spells.
Okay. Just thinking, do I maybe have Find Person? I don't think I do. I don't. Do any
I do
of
have
you...
Find Person.
I was gonna say, yeah, do any of you maybe have Find Person?
I have. Okay, question. Locate creature is not the same as find person, right?
Not quite.
Find. I see find
Locate a
traps.
specific
No,
creature
okay,
known to
unfortunately.
you.
No, locate creature would be what you're thinking of.
Locate creature?
Yeah.
Okay,
Locate
yeah.
creature could find somebody.
Okay, so if I'm talking about specifically a humanoid or fae,
Hmm?
describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the creature's location if that creature is within 1,000 feet of you. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind, such as a human or a unicorn.
Creature does include Fae, by the way, because it's not like humanoid, dragon, etc. Monstrosity. It's just creature.
Okay. So I don't know them specifically, but maybe you can give me some insight of what they might be like. Whichever person you need.
What were you gonna say, Kibo?
Huh?
I thought you were trying to say something.
I was wondering if find person, locate creature were the same thing. I didn't think they
I
were,
think-
but I guess they
I
are.
think they are. Yeah, I'm just misremembering. I think I'm getting hold person and find familiar mixed up together. Okay, I mean we can try it.
There might be a chance that it might not work because we'll be they would need to be within 1,000 feet, and the likelihood of
Oh,
that is really
right.
high. Is
Yeah.
the likelihood of that
Well,
is not exactly the best.
if this is a crossroads, so it might have come this way.
Some Fae might have come through in this point.
Might. There's a chance at the very least.
It's
Would the
worth a
goblins
shot.
not count?
Sorry?
Would the goblins not count?
No, I'm look at creatures specifically one
A
person.
person, like a described person.
Okay.
Do you have the energy to do it though, Chappie, to spare?
I
Isn't that
don't have any. I
possible?
don't have the spell slot for it. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm gonna need a long rest in order to do that.
that's fine.
How about we move off this road
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
get
let's
someone
let's
with
let's let's
dexterity?
come back to this point, but let's get off this crossroads just in case another set of goblins comes through.
You know what? Now that you've reminded me that it exists, though, I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
Okay, spend the spell slot for it.
Failed to place
Okay.
measured template. What does
Oh,
that
don't
mean?
worry about it.
Okay. Just because I'm paranoid now.
I mean, fair enough. We had a hawk watching us before. We were paranoid.
My guess, by the way, is that Hawk was just a member of a conclave just making sure you were staying on the path.
Oh, true.
Okay, so you cast see invisibility.
Yep.
What are you looking for?
Just in case there's anyone hiding invisible around us.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay. Not a great thing, especially because I have a -1.
Yeah. You're looking to see if people are hiding. Of course you're gonna make a
Oh, that's a
perception
15.
good
check.
roll. That's a good roll.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
That's
no.
concerning.
Uh-oh.
You will look around, off into the trees and sort of around you. You don't see anything particularly of note. You don't see anything hidden that was previously not visible. And you'll just casually, like, just as you're looking around, you'll glance upwards, and it's you almost miss it.
I swear to God, it's the fucking bird again.
But pretty high up in the sky, you really only see it because the color that it is slightly off from the color of the sky, which is turned sort of golden yellow as the sun is setting, is a pale blue spectral eye, perhaps 100, 200 feet above you, just hovering in the air, roughly here-ish.
Oh! Great!
Fuck.
I'm gonna
fuck,
immediately
fuck,
rush
fuck.
the others into the cart without a word. Like, hey guys, in.
What are you?
In.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa! What the hell?
I'll explain.
What the
Just
hell
get
is
in.
going on?
Okay, let's go. I
You
guess.
too,
Let's
and I
go.
drag the NPCs.
You drag him. Okay, this cart is not that big, so you all
No, true.
are kind of squished
Okay.
in here with 9 people in here.
I'll sit on the front and help steer.
Okay.
So all 9 of you kind of squish into the car.
I
Eclavira
have
will say,
full armor and a
but-
shield.
me-
"Okay, why are we in the car?"
Someone was
What?
scrying. Someone was scrying
Oh,
on us.
Shit.
I saw a
Mhm.
big eye in the sky.
Oh, an eye, you say? What color was it?
It was blue, wasn't it, Bug Game?
Of course it is. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. We should go.
Mm-hmm.
We can.
Right.
It does not matter anymore. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't matter if we go or stay. They see us. They know. It doesn't matter. Cool. Wonderful. Hey, we left Man of War for no reason.
What are you talking about, EC? I'm just like, I hear this all. I'm assuming there's a window in the cart, so I can hear them inside.
Mm-hmm.
What
The
are you, I'm acting like I'm not turning around, but I'm going. What are you talking about, EC?
Do you? A lot has happened. Do you remember the conversation we had some time ago, back in Man of War before we left, about why we
You
are
flipped them
leaving?
off. I remember now. She flipped them off. Vaguely.
You were in some trouble.
She'll just like point upwards with her pinky. That is the trouble.
Shit.
Is this
Shit.
related to our Fey problem?
No.
So
Vern
is
kind of
related
relaxes a
to-
little at that. Not entirely, just relaxes a little bit.
This
Is
is
this-
related to a Ben Wolfie problem.
That is related to an us problem. And she will motion to herself, Panlum, and McCool and Lionel. I don't
Is
think
it-
it's interested in you.
is
At
it
least not
as-
yet.
Okay.
Is it as bad as the Fae?
How bad is the Fae?
Vern
Vern?
just looks at her.
From
Pretty
what it sounds
bad.
like, we might be expecting some civil war.
There's always war. Are we going to be involved in the war?
As long as you don't get your names, give your names to anyone. Probably not.
Okay, so not that bad.
Mm. They do like a thing with their hand, like, you know, when people say half and half, you know? That kind of.
Yeah.
It depends.
Here, while
Okay.
this conversation's going, I'm just steering us to what. I'm assuming our destination still is Stoneport, or I'm just driving in that
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah. Well, Iki. Okay, hold on. Would you stop? Actually, let's not move for a moment. Sorry.
I'm sorry I pushed everyone into the cart. I just got very paranoid.
Yeah. It is. There are people who do not like me and my family. And they have a habit of watching everyone.
Okay.
We tried to hide from them in Manavois,
Ow.
but they found us.
Sorry, Jet.
And it seems they have not. We have not lost them yet.
Right. That's the
So,
problem.
yes. They attacked us in Manavois.
When was this?
Bold?
Do you remember when you left to go to the standing grave?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hard to forget.
The whole city emptied out.
It's
All
still a
the
very bold
soldiers,
move.
all the druids, and a lot of the civilians. Weren't a
That's
whole
perfect.
lot of witnesses there.
Perfect time for them to get to go in undetected.
I'm not sure if they're bold or stupid.
I
Probably the
would
latter.
not call them stupid. We didn't kill them. Scared them
Wizards?
off, maybe.
Wizards?
Some, perhaps. At least
Oh.
one.
Who exactly are you dealing with?
I can't tell you that.
Are they trying to kill all of you?
Oh, I don't know about kill. I'm sure they'd like Banlaman's head, but maybe Lionel. Lionel, you do still have an outstanding warrant, yeah? Yeah,
warrant?
I do. Listen, it's who doesn't have a warrant for their name, you know?
I don't.
I'm
This isn't
don't
this
think
isn't an
so.
assassin. So these are like
Bounty?
guards.
Bounty
A bounty?
hunters? Are you
Listen.
all wanted?
Oh
I-
no, McCool's not.
Bounty hunters would try attacking in a town when there's no one around. From what I read.
Pandaman will speak up. The problem is if we tell you, like we discussed, if you know, it becomes your problem too.
Hmm.
And if they know, you will not be free. This scrutiny that follows us is because we know. And so the best we can do to protect you is to not tell you.
That's fine.
Right. I remember this.
I don't, but I'm gonna pretend I do because it technically hasn't been as long as we think it has.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way we could get them off your trail?
If we move quick enough, perhaps.
I forget. Does
Uh,
Scry
uh,
work
f-
between planes?
For
Both games?
you would have to make a check to know that because Scry is not a spell that you yourself
Arcana?
know. Yes.
Big number.
22.
Huh?
22.
22, you know that Scry only works on the same plane.
Okay.
It, here, if we wait, here's, I had you wait for a reason. Scrying is like that, is, how you say, limited. If we wait here for a moment, it will go away, and we will have an opportunity to be on our way before they can. If they do not see us choose which path to take here, we can perhaps prevent them from learning where exactly we are.
As much as I hate to say it as well, but they can't scry in a different plane if push comes to shove.
You're not suggesting.
No. Only last resort.
Yeah, last resort.
Trust me, I don't want to go back.
Yeah, and I don't want to try it, you know? Listen, we know where we're going.
Okay.
And as far as I see it, I hate to say it, trying to be stealthy about it isn't going to do us much. We're going to end up where we're going no matter what.
True.
And if they just pop in on us while we're there, they'll know where we are. So all we can do is just to make ourselves hidden in transit. But as long as we have the same destination, there's no way that we're going to be able to avoid it.
Okay.
So,
How long does scry last again? Easy?
It is short, 10 minutes. They perhaps can do it longer, but it is when it is intense, it is short.
Okay.
So
I guess.
we're waiting.
Yep.
We're gonna be stuck here for a bit.
Panama will speak. Yes, in fact, here, let me. I believe we need to have a discussion now that we have reached an actual crossroads.
Mm.
And he will roll out a piece of
God.
paper.
Oh, flashbang.
Yeah, get flashbang nerds.
Yo, man.
Yo, map. This is the
Yeah.
first time we've seen a map. Yippee.
He will roll out a paper, and he'll just tap. It's blank at first, and he'll tap his fingers on it, and almost like ink spreading, dark lines will spread across the map, forming into this rather simple representation of the Conclave of Gardens, or at least part of it. And so he will begin. Here is Manevoil, where we began. We have traveled by this point about, how do you say, 100 miles from there,
Holy shit.
Jeez.
and we
Huh.
find ourselves here at these crossroads.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh no, that's very short. Oh no.
How many days
God.
did it take for us to get there?
About 3.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. It's just because
Okay.
it's been so long between sessions that we felt like it was longer.
You said we needed to be in Stoneport by the solstice, yes?
3 weeks.
Yes,
The winter
so we
solstice, yes.
have about 18 days remaining, yes?
Yes.
So we have some choices we need to make. From here, we have 2 options, 3 options really. This is the crossroads, or one of the crossroads, between Pebblestone and Farlane, and Manevoil and Heartsoil. If we can go from here, we could head to Pebblestone, perhaps, and see if we could charter a boat of some variety to take us near the shore down to Stoneport. However, Pebblestone does not have the most robust of docks, and we may be waiting there some time for a ship.
And if they don't have any, it ends up being a little bit of a waste of a trip.
Exactly. We could go down here through these hills directly to Farlane and see if there is a ferry. There are usually a good number of ferries going down the river here from Farlane to Riverbreaker and on to Traitor's Respite, or even down to Uklanith from Riverbreaker.
I see.
However, that is a less used pathway, to my understanding. There is not much traffic between here and Farlane, and it could be a bit perilous, especially that near to the mountains.
I was gonna say
We would
if
be at
it's...
the risk of
Sorry.
the Goliaths, perhaps.
I glance at Krog, who's just catatonic at the
He's been in a coma.
I knock on his
Can
head.
we just say
And
Is he
can we
asleep?
just say he ate a weird mushroom that wasn't from the standing grove?
yeah,
He ate a
Yeah.
weird mushroom. He's been
Yeah.
unconscious since.
Kralax has been recovering, we'll say.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's sick.
And finally, there is Heartsoil. While it is a distance overland, in Heartsoil we could perhaps resupply far more effectively than we could in Farlane. And from there, we could perhaps go to Riverbreaker or Traitor's Respite, and from there, we should be able to get a ship that
Mhm.
could take us to Stoneport. And that should be allow us to make it there within the solstice, as the ship can obviously travel much faster than we can.
If I may, why is it called Trader's Respite? Because that sounds a little, you know.
Oh, Traitor's Respite? Oh,
Mm.
it is it is just a name. McCool? Um, yeah. You know all these places got weird names.
Mm.
Trader's Respite is not. I guess at one point it was kind of a bad place. I don't know. I don't think any of you were around for the. How much? Do you know the history of the Confederacy of Seasons?
Do we know the history of the Confederacy of Seasons?
You probably don't, honestly.
That sounds familiar. Was it in the Seventh Notebook? Or did
No, it
Archie
is
tell
not.
me about it?
No, he did not.
Okay. I feel like I know
I'm gonna do a history check.
Yes, actually, Chappie, you would probably have the best chance of knowing about this.
15.
Yeah, history
Solid
check.
15.
The Confederacy of Seasons is the government here in the Conclave of Gardens
Right,
of these
okay, that's
various
what I thought
allied
as well.
cities. Yeah.
Okay, so these are allied cities to the Confederacy.
hmm
Gotcha. Um, yeah, but these set as much as like as any of these and any other towns would probably know about it themselves. That's the only thing they probably were surrounded by. These are just the towns that were allied to the Confederacy, and at some
Yeah.
point, so was Trader's Respite.
That's fair.
So, back in the day, Trader's Respite had a different name. Originally, it was Cold Bay.
Hmm.
But, how long ago was it? A while. There was a bit of a civil war. Civil war is a broad term. There was a disagreement,
Hmm.
and a bunch of, let's say, separatists, isolationists, who didn't want to play nice with the rest of the cities, they took control of Cold Bay, and so everyone else started calling it
Trader's Respite.
Trader's Respite. Yeah.
Okay.
And, well, after they resolved that little issue, the name stuck.
Hmm. Okay.
Great.
Yes.
Can I ask, when I came over to this continent, where did I land?
You would have landed way up north. Where's
North,
my
okay.
ping? Up even beyond what is shown on this map.
So
Wow.
the Eorian Mountains, they're not east, they're north.
They are both.
Oh, it's this whole range.
Yeah. Technically, the two ranges have different names, but colloquially, everyone just calls them both the Ioria.
And I haven't traveled any of this map before.
No, you have not.
Okay.
The most you have traversed is from
Well,
Shanfen is off the map in this direction, coming down to Men of Wall.
Whoa. Okay.
Jesus.
What the hell? is
At
that?
most, you have perhaps been to Pebblestone, and then took the path up here.
So I know would I know Pebblestone, how the dock situation is?
Sure, yeah, let's say that you do. You
Is
know
it-
that Pebblestone is like a fishing village. Pebblestone is not a trade hub. Its docks are for local fishing vessels, and do not regularly receive any amount of overland trade.
Is it bigger or smaller than Salim? Or about the same?
It would actually have felt pretty similar to Salim.
Okay.
If
I-
I were to make, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just giving advice. I would not go to Pebblestone. I've been there, and it
Hmm.
says Pan Lemon says the docks not exactly a place to charter a boat.
Okay.
Okay, so we can take that off our options.
Mm.
How if we were to go to Heart Soil? How that's a very public area. That's a very populated area. Would
Yeah.
you guys be okay hiding there? Would that be an issue in case like in case like the people who are scrying you would attempt to find you here?
Honestly, let me get the voice. Honestly, Hearthstone might Heart Soil. It's both. They change the name every 5 years, and you never
I've heard of a
remember.
card game called that before.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, um,
Though that's hate
with so
trade.
many people there, it's possible that we could get lost, and perhaps lose our pursuers. But
Okay.
at the same time, once we get to Stoneport, all we could obfuscate successfully maybe is our exact time of arrival at Stoneport. Um, honestly, I don't know. Unless we're gonna start firing off spells to dispel these things when they appear, we could lose it in the crowd in Heart Soil and gain some time.
That and
But
they wouldn't attack in a crowded place, would they? Considering
Yes,
they
no,
because
waited
that was
until
the
Men
issue
of
back in
Wall.
Manawell.
exactly.
That was the issue back in Manawell. I I would personally I say as Chappie, I think the best direction would be forward to Heart Soil. More populated,
Hmm.
we could probably be able to hide everyone there, and we'd be able to resupply for a really big encounter that might possibly happen.
I
Could
agree
And
with
go.
Chappie.
from that point, we have two options. We could choose either traders or river breaker in case we want to like find a different route.
Ikubo, Revian, what do you think?
I agree with Chappie. Heart soil, and maybe on a trader's respite.
Revian?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay,
I
I
also say
believe we're in
Heart
agreement.
Soil.
Yes, I believe we're in agreement. We're gonna go to Heart Soil.
Heart Soil it is.
Mhm. Do I know anything about Heart Soil?
You would know that Heart Soil is the capital of of the Confederacy of Seasons. It is
Mm-hmm.
where the just outside of Heart Soil, technically,
Mm-hmm.
is where the conclave itself, the Council of Archdruids, meets. And the
Mm-hmm.
representative of the Confederacy of Seasons, who sits on the Council of Archdruids, meets with them as well.
Mm.
Chances are we might run into Lurgan.
It's possible.
Mm-hmm. Be nice to have a somewhat friendly ally near us, just in case.
Yeah.
An ally of circumstances.
Mm. I believe we got about Charles as well.
I hopefully they don't send any more Treants. Don't want to offend Charles.
I don't.
That you do not want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And he will glance at McCool.
Gee,
To
I
be
wonder
fair,
why.
these trees attacked us, and we did not go off the path.
Yeah. And they were
Exactly.
working for the Unseelie, which, you know.
Mm-hmm. Is this path that we're going straight forward to? Is this a populated path?
Oh my god. Sorry, I just realized something. Brave.
What's your question?
Do Treants have names?
Do Treants?
Yeah, do they have
Well,
names?
we know Charles.
Oh shit, they do.
Why?
What were the goblins doing? Remember?
Oh, I
I
see.
think I just realized something. It's possible
Oh,
those treants were working for the goblins because the goblins got their names.
Well, only one treant, but there would
Yeah,
one of
it
them
made
made
multiple.
like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So only
I will
one.
look to Vern for a second, like, and ask him. I have a Fae question for you. How
I
exactly does a Fae obtain a name?
Brave. Would I know?
You would know.
Okay.
So, Fae can obtain names by making in two ways, really. Either as a gift, so you request it from them. That is what the goblin was trying to do originally.
Yep.
Is if you are in an area where Fey law has effect, so a crossroads, for example,
Yep.
and with intention you ask somebody to give you something, their name, for instance, the rules of the Feywild can take effect. If that person is empowered by a Fey of sufficient strength. A goblin on their own could not take somebody's name, but a goblin acting as emissary of a greater Fey could. So making a request and being given it voluntarily as a gift is one way to gain a name. The other way is by a bargain, a deal, a pact of somebody in exchange for their name is given a favor or some other thing of equal value, at least to the person, by the Fae.
That would explain why they tried to trade Chappie for our names. I give this info
Yes.
to the others in Chappie.
Okay, I see.
Which is
It's
why
good
they
to know
grabbed
this
you.
just in case,
Yeah.
because there might be a chance that we might encounter this again, or we could play into this law ourselves.
Yeah.
Because you are a Fae. So any power that they would have over our names, you should be able to do that as well.
I'm not as strong as an archfey, Chappie.
But I don't think a goblin would know that.
That's not how it works.
Let's see how it happens. Let's keep it in mind. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that is a way you want to approach things, but it, we might need it in a life. We might need it in a life or death situation. And if anything, we could always just hand it back. Okay. So it's agreed. We're heading to Hard Soil.
Yeah.
And we wait.
How long has this conversation been going?
However long it took in real time.
Jesus.
I wasn't keeping track.
I also
Long
have a
enough. What's your question?
Oh, it's for Vern. I'm gonna ask. What constitutes a name? Like, would a nickname count?
Oh,
Or
that's true.
like our full given name?
It'd be given name, wouldn't it, Brave?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your given name.
Given name.
The exact mechanics of it are sometimes a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
But the most basic form of it is whatever name you believe to be your true name is your name.
Well, I can't do that name game with the Furbogs anymore because I'm a High Dawn Lord now. I have officially chosen my name.
Why do you think I said my name was Wyvern? Like, it was kind of a stupid name, but it was the only thing I could come up with on the spot.
But do you don't believe Vern is your actual name?
No.
That's just your form.
You can't be sure. No, but you can't be too sure. And
okay.
It's why I kept calling Ikubo nicknames and you nicknames the whole time.
What was my nickname?
I don't remember off the top of my head. It had nothing to do with your current name.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So even if I didn't know my my full name, they could still use it against me.
Yes, because I assume you believe that Ikubo is your full name, is your given name.
It was given
And
to me by my mother's, yes.
that would count, I'd say. Do you think it's been long enough, EC?
I believe so.
I guess I'll peer my head out of the wagon, check above us.
You don't see
Can Chappie
anything.
see it?
I will also look just to check to be sure, since I had seen.
You will look outside, and now you do not see that little blue eye anymore.
Okay. Also, see invisibly lost for an hour, by the way.
Yeah.
No, it's gone.
Then we can
Are
move.
you sure?
Yes, I'm certain, Chappie.
Okay.
Alright,
I'll trust you.
We're going to Hartsville.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
And I will
I'm
keep
going
an
to
eye
sneeze.
out for any goblins, treants, or anything along the way.
1 second.
Anything suspicious.
Excuse me.
Lathander, bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you all are going to begin moving towards Heart Soil. So now we're gonna get into a bit of a travel.
Travel montage.
Travel by map.
Yeah. So I would like to know, at what pace would you guys like to move? There are 3 options: fast, normal, and slow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd personally say normal because we don't want to avoid the horses, but it's up to
Well,
everyone.
if we're trying to like avoid contact or avoid detection for a bit, can we like travel fast for like maybe like an 30 minutes or so
Yeah.
just to get out of that area and then go maybe at a normal.
So with this is going to be like an average over your entire like a day's journey essentially.
Okay.
So can we say we got out of there like hell and then
Yes.
slowed down?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
boogie.
We will probably have to leave like out of there as soon as we assume the scry is gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
All right.
guess normal. See where that gets us.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
With normal, you can travel about 24 miles a day.
A mile per hour. No, wait.
You're not
never
traveling
mind.
for 24 hours.
While we're traveling, by the way, I'd like to read the next part of the book of the 7th notebook as well.
Yes, you can do that. I don't have the next part of the 7th notebook written, so you're just
That's
gonna find out later.
Yep.
Okay, so at a normal pace, that is, you can see all these beautiful little hexagons.
Yeah.
At a normal pace, that is 1 hexagon a day.
Okay.
God.
I'm assuming fast is 2 hexagons a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have 8.
Wait a minute. No, that's wrong. I'm sorry.
I was about to say
it's a bit
that would take us
short.
forever to get to
Ever
Snowport.
get to Stoneport.
I'm so crazy. Hold on.
Crazy.
I was great.
No.
Let me do my mathematics really quick.
Oh God, not math. Not in my D&D game.
For real.
Math. Making calculations with dice in my D&D
What if we
game.
make it? With the
Perish
horses
Here,
get
thought.
to
this
rest.
scale is all screwed up. I don't know. I'm crazy. We're gonna say that
Crazy.
a normal pace. We're gonna ignore the. Hold on.
Crazy.
Like, wait, we got from Manawalt to here in 3 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a normal pace be 2.
Yeah, let's say it's 2 a day.
Still not much movement.
2,
I don't want
3,
to.
4,
I feel bad about
5, 6,
overexerting the horses.
8, 9, 10.
Don't they like it?
And also, some people be going fat would have to be walking on the side, right?
So this
Yeah,
would be
but
5.
that's not actually. This is so a normal pace is sustainable.
Yeah, I know,
A
but I'm
normal
on about
pace,
fast.
or even a fast pace, is sustainable. All a fast pace does is it gives you disadvantage on perception checks and
Okay.
stealth checks.
Gotcha. So this is like
Do we
5.
want to do
5 days.
fasting?
Okay.
Mm.
How
Do we
far
want
do
to
your
do
parts go?
fast?
So going from here to here is 5 days. So now we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 8 days.
That's 18.
13, which
Yeah,
leaves
that's
5
13.
days.
Do we want to try doing a fast pace then? Instead?
Yeah, I feel like we have to in order to make in order to make this deadline.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to go through trade. We're gonna have to go through Trader's Respite then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We can start with fast pace. See where
Alright.
that gets
Yeah.
us.
We
Yeah.
changed our
alright.
mind. We're doing fast pace, right?
Okay, you're doing fast pace?
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason that it was that it made you exhaustion.
No.
I think I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, so fast pace is just going as fast as you can without exhausting yourselves, basically.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could I use if I offer something mechanically that might help, would we be able to go faster? Or like do less time?
Sure, make your pitch.
If Chappie were able to take the reins and use the insomniac ritual, I could go during the nights.
The horses need to sleep.
The horses do need to rest.
We also need to sleep. And not everyone can fit in the cart.
No.
Okay.
You will, unfortunately, while it is a good idea, unless
Mhm.
you have a way to allow the horses to
Believe in
keep
God.
moving, or to move the cart without the horses, the horses will need to rest, and you will be forced to rest every night.
Quick, make them believe in
Which
God
I-
so that they can become insomniacs.
Can I convert to the
Let me be
horses?
very clear about something, by the way.
I'm
The
kidding.
insomniac ritual does not just give you energy. It just means you don't have to sleep. You still have to sit down and rest.
I know, I'm making
You're
a
not
joke.
allowed to exert yourself during the ritual for
I
it
wanna,
to do anything.
I wanna say that I'm making a joke.
Yeah. What if I just keep pressing the guidance buttons
Oh
for the
God.
Oh
horses?
my. Oh, Lathander, save me.
I just heard a
Did someone
scream.
just scream?
Don't worry about the screams of the damned, please. Stay on task.
God damn it, Mideye.
I'm just waiting to go fast, man.
Yeah. He's a
What is that? I hate that.
Chappie.
Do
It's
that.
Patrick.
Actually,
Alright, but yeah, I'd say we go fast.
Okay.
Fast.
So fast is 3 squares a day, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
that's your math.
Okay.
So
Back to
instead of
math.
5 days, it would be 2.5?
Yes.
It would be half,
Wait,
right?
let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
It's
7,
almost 4
8.
days.
No. I thought it would half it.
No.
No, you do not. Moving fast does not make you move twice as fast.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 when I'm here.
So like 3 and 3/4 of a day. We'd get there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
base.
Maybe nightfall.
Yeah, we would arrive
Or
here at nightfall.
afternoon.
No.
That's not a bad situation. Like
No.
we can
Yeah,
rest
if we
and
go
come back
fast,
there.
yeah. To get to meet this crossroads, yeah.
Yeah.
I would take that. I would take 3 days in doing that.
Yeah.
And disadvantage on perception checks.
Yeah. But when
Because
I
I'd rather
can,
be
I will be
dumb
doing
for it.
perception checks because Bird is paranoid.
So tell me something that isn't new.
Okay, but now they're even more paranoid because they know for sure that they're out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
So you all are going to begin moving.
Yes.
Yep.
Do we have a
Okay.
token for that? Is it this thing?
Yes. Can you see it? Yeah. So I will move
It's a
it.
little,
Oh, I
it's a little
do.
dragon guy.
He's
It's
a little
very
dude.
little.
He's a little
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, I
Little
just
guy.
noticed it's our
guy.
symbol.
Pat, pat,
I
pat.
can barely
Yeah.
see that.
Head pats.
Yeah, I should have made this map way bigger. I was kind of rushed on it.
It's fine.
Gucci Gucci Goo. Gucci Gucci Goo.
Gucci
Look at the
goo.
Okay,
cute
don't
little.
tickle it or I will kick you. Okay.
What? No, what? No. Wait.
Anyway. So, how we are going to do this is, you ever play Pokemon?
Yes.
Oh, no,
Which-
absolutely not.
Yes.
Unfortunately, only like
No.
Diamond and Pearl. I think that was what I played.
You know tall grass?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Do we get to
No.
encounter a wild Bulbasaur?
So here's how this is gonna work, okay? I'm gonna lay out the ground rules so we're all clear, okay?
Mhm.
So no Bulbasaur. While you are traveling, you cannot long rest.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just not. You just don't have the resources necessary to take a proper long rest while you are traveling. Okay.
So we have the same spell slots and the same health as we previously
Yeah.
just ended the counter. Got it.
Mm-hmm. So do not touch your character sheets yet.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Or rather, you can't long rest every single night. Okay.
Mhm.
If you can go 3 days without seriously exerting yourselves and just traveling normally, you can receive a long rest while traveling. Okay? As your bodies have time to recuperate and recover. Okay? However, if you get into a fight, that timer gets gets reset. Okay? As you
Okay.
are injured again. For the sake of time, we are not going to I'm not going to jump you with more combat encounters during this
God.
travel.
Thank you.
Because that would take too long. So what it's going to be is every single day that you travel, somebody is going to make a check of some variety for me. Okay? To represent their contributions during that day's travel. Okay?
Okay.
If the check fails, something bad happens to you.
Oh boy.
And
Me praying
the
it's not
group
perception.
is going to get in trouble a little bit. Okay? And that can necessitate the expenditure of some resource. Okay? Whether it is health, spell slots, limited use abilities, anything like that. Okay? You will get to choose what you sacrifice, but be wise about it. Okay?
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Let's.
I understand.
Oh, and there's one more thing. For these purposes, you can also use the resources of Panlaman, Makul, Eklavira, and Lionel. Okay?
Mhm.
However, doing so will damage your relationship with them,
Oh.
Oh.
as you essentially sacrifice them, you put them in harm's way above yourselves. Okay? So if you ever get into a situation, I will say once for each of them,
Not the visual
may-
dating novel.
you get, so it's basically you get 4 free passes, but using one will hurt your relationship with that NPC in some way. Okay?
Oh my god. I just reached max hearts with the Padlamid.
Too bad.
Okay. That all sound good and fair to everyone?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fair.
I vaguely retained that info.
We'll learn by doing, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a question for the party. Do we want to rest the horses? Do we want to rest them at night
Yes.
or midday?
Oh, it's twilight now. Doesn't that mean it's getting dark, Brave?
It is starting to. Night is falling. Although here, just at this crossroads still, the twilight seems to be prolonged
Gee, I wonder
unnaturally.
why.
Mm.
It's getting to nighttime. How are the horses
And they
looking?
rested up around midday, right?
You all did take a short break
Short
during
rest.
the day.
Yes, we did take a short rest.
How are the horses looking? How are Rain and Spirit?
They are doing okay.
Okay.
They are, they are trained beasts of burden. They're all right, but they
Sure.
definitely would like to rest.
Okay, maybe we should travel a little bit and rest tonight.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, rest for the night, and then try to get as much ground as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we just
we
have to
definitely need
be
to rest.
extra vigilant at night.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll take we could take turns on watch like last time.
And don't give anyone your names.
Okay. All right, big one. That's a big one.
Mm.
All right. I guess proceed in doing that.
Okay. So you all will rest for this night. And oh, just by the way, if there's ever a moment where you would like to do a scene with somebody for any reason, just let me know, okay?
Okay.
But the dawn will break, and you begin your first day of travel. So you're moving 3 spaces. Yep. Fast
Yes.
paced.
Can I
Yep.
just have this one moment? Like when we all
Absolutely.
it doesn't have to be a big thing. It's just when we all lay down that night, Ikibo is just looking at his arms and he feels like the cords, but it's a new sensation. Like he feels the cords and he feels the burn that's left over from Otha, and he's thinking back on the anger that came to him in that moment of stress. And it's a bit frightening. And he just thinks on that as he falls asleep.
Very good.
Just check. There are no dreams for anyone tonight, right? We're free from
Nope.
that.
Nobody has any
Okay, good.
unusually vivid or lucid dreams.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Oh my
We're
god.
free. We're free.
Can I-
Who wants to
You
take
have-
bets? Who's gonna get the first dream in over
You
2
have
years?
normal dreams.
Thank God for that.
Us.
We're free from
Can
the
I
bell.
do something as when it's nighttime specifically? Well, whenever
Sure.
we stop.
Oh,
I'm
well,
gonna.
here, when you're stopping.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna go through the day first?
Are we in the middle of a long rest right now?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought these were scenes in the
Yeah.
rest.
Let's proceed. Let's proceed, and then do the long rest for night.
Okay.
Yeah, and just a reminder, you're not gonna get a long rest.
But we just
Or
had one,
not.
right?
No.
I thought we were all going to sleep. Was that not
So,
a long rest?
Let me
very well.
reiterate. You are not getting any long rests while you are traveling unless you travel for 3 days uninterrupted.
Oh, okay. I
3 days
misheard that.
uninterrupted.
Because
Alright.
traveling is quite exhausting on you.
Okay.
It prevents you from fully resting in the normal amount of time.
Okay, I just
Okay.
wanted to be sure.
We are not taking a night right now to prepare for travel. We are
No,
just going.
we're just going.
Okay.
Yeah. I was
So-
gonna say.
So what it is to be clear, you do make here I'll narrate. You all move away from the crossroads a little ways and set up camp for the night to rest. But still injured from your fight, even with the healing magic and your long travels, your resting is not as restful as you would perhaps hope. You may have a short rest, but you are unable to take a long rest at the moment as your bodies are still in the process of recuperation. If you travel for 3 days without any major complication, you will receive a long rest as you have had sufficient time with only the exertion of travel to fully heal.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
But if
Okay.
if you do get into trouble, that will reset that timer.
Okay.
Okay.
Does a
While
short rest give back hit dice?
It does not.
I'm at 2 out of 8.
me
Mhm.
too.
Go.
Also, while we're in the thing, obviously I can't do it right now because you said you were changing the spells, but he'll write down the spell, he'll memorize the spells from the 7th notebook.
Yep.
So that whenever those are sorted, they're just automatically in there.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, moving forward, whenever it's nighttime, and it's dark, that way Chappie doesn't get confused. He's gonna make his cantrip light appear, or maybe his mace will glow.
Mhm.
That way I don't get confused and I can stay focused.
Yeah.
But also, if people are if like we're doing a long rest, eventually I don't want to have the light on the entire time and
Yeah.
ruins people's sleep. So I'm
Yeah.
just going to I'll be on patrol with the light on.
Mhm.
All right.
The
Okay.
light on.
So, with that, you begin to move. So, you are moving 3 spaces. Let's
Mhm.
go 1, 2, 3. Like that for your first day. Who would like to make the first roll?
This is perception.
So, it can be you get to choose, let's say.
Okay. Can I
Between
go first?
yeah.
Between
Absolutely.
what?
So, when it is your turn, you have an option basically. This is the choice I will give you. You can either expend a resource to automatically succeed on the check, or you can roll. You can describe something you do and roll a relevant skill to it to show how you participated and helped the group succeed in that day's travel. But
Okay.
that carries with it a chance of failure.
All right. So I'm going to decide perception
Okay.
and scan the area. And what do I roll? Disadvantage?
So you are moving at a fast pace, yes?
Yes.
So while moving at a fast pace, yes, that has disadvantage.
Okay. Then can I cast guidance on myself?
You may.
That's pretty good for
15, I'm a
disadvantage.
grandmother.
Okay.
Wait, no, it was 13. Sorry. Oh, 21.
So
You
that's
rolled a 4.
25.
God damn,
Okay, a
girl.
25 total, yeah. Chappie, would you describe something beautiful that you saw on your journey today?
Chappie is locked in.
Chappie saw
So
Pam Lemon hanging out the window of the car.
uh,
Oh my god.
Chappie is surveying the area. He sees like where are we? Where past this crossroads? He sees the mountainside a little bit off into the distance. It's just peering out from like the plain view, and you see tall grass. Kind of reminds him a little bit of his experience with the wheats
Mhm.
back in
When he
that
convinced
circle.
the wheat.
And he sees the mountains. He sees light breaking off from the mountain, like a welcoming smile from Lathander.
Is there anyone you would
Oh.
like to share this scene with?
Panlaman.
Hanlaman. Okay. You will gain here. I'll give you. You gain a heroic inspiration for that.
Hey
Hey.
yo.
Oh.
I'll say that any roll over 20 will give you a heroic inspiration as you find something wonderful.
All
And
right.
if you share it with another player or an NPC, you both gain a inspiration.
Nice.
Hmm.
Okay,
You
beautiful.
just gave you just gave me an unobtainable goal. I hope you know that.
Okay, and so with your
Ooh.
Shipping's honest work. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Honest work. That's what I was thinking of.
By the way, guys, above game, when we long rest, I have a spell slot left for my 4th level. I could always put down a Faithful Hound. Where, if a small or larger creature comes within 30 feet of it without first speaking the password that you specify when you cast a spell, the hound starts barking loudly and has true sight of 30 feet.
Okay. Of 30 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Can it see anything like an eye above us?
It's true sight.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, it can see it.
okay.
True sight can see
Alright.
everything. Which
True
means
Alright,
sight
sounds good.
sees like the immaterial.
yeah.
Like you will act like you are tripping balls because you see everything.
Yeah. It doesn't
Yeah.
say how long it lasts, but
How long what lasts?
Mordenkainen's Faithful Hound, but it says for the duration. Or
I can
until
check that
you,
for you.
or until the two of you are more than 300 feet apart from each other.
One kind's faithful hound lasts 8 hours.
8 hours. Okay, that's a full long rest.
Awesome. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think doing that would be really, really handy.
Yeah.
So you all travel for your first day. You make good progress, and you may take a short rest for this because it's just your first day.
Okay.
Anything anybody would like to do while you are resting?
When I'm pressing the short rest button, does it count as new day? Or just rest?
Yes, it counts as a new day.
It's
Wait, are
a
we
new
short
day.
resting or long resting?
Short
Short
rest.
rest.
So wouldn't it be
Um,
rest instead of new day, because new day would mean that it's been a long rest?
well,
No,
this
so new day is different.
Oh.
Again, in
So
your
we-
minds, I want everyone to
No,
divorce long
sorry.
rest from going to bed in their minds.
He means the character sheet.
Oh, yeah.
So we have to move 9 tiles in total.
Yes.
Granted that we make good saves
Yeah.
each day.
Yeah.
I have to roll a
Yeah.
d2.
Also, new day refers to anything that will be recharged by the dawn or the morning.
Yes.
So we don't hit new day.
You may hit new day.
Okay, and it's rest.
Yeah, short rest.
That's
Rest.
not a
Okay.
d2.
Yeah, the rest button. Yep.
So to get back abilities. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So you get back short rest abilities.
1.
Okay. Beautiful,
It's a
beautiful.
new day. Yes, it is.
Okay. So that is your first day. Any scenes in this rest?
No, not for me.
I can't think of anything at the moment unless someone wants to say something.
Nope. Do I get anything
Okay.
back from that rest? Which one's the rest? Is it the tent? Or is
It's
it
the fork and knife.
It's the fork
Okay.
and knife.
Oh, I get arcane recovery back.
Hey.
I guess I'll go over the chapel because we didn't really have time to talk after all that. I'll go to the chapel.
Mm-hmm.
How are you holding up from the fight?
I'm faring a lot better. Thank you for asking. I want to apologize again. I wasn't in my headspace at the time. Everything went black real fast, and I, it's the same thing happened like a while back. It's just like
been-
the consequence of the standing grave.
Yeah. we've been off our game, I think, for a bit, and it's been chaotic. So
Yeah. Mhm. I'm I I've been taking into account everything that Vern has been saying to these crossroads, the Feywild blending into the material plane. What she's going through with her family, and it's like I want to help. I want to help him too, because like I told you, you guys were important in helping my family get back together, or at least in one piece. It's only right that I would return the favor.
do you think we're going to get pulled into the Feywild?
Possibly, if they pursue us. I don't. I don't. I don't. There is quite a big possibility, and time moves different in the Feywild, according to the stories. So maybe I don't want to think about it. Actually, we'll cross that bridge or cross that road when we get there.
I suppose we will. And I'll go to where I'm laying down, and I'll have that scene of like me with Otha that I mentioned before. I'll let that go.
Okay. Yeah, well, as you do that, a new day dawns, and Ikibo, why don't you go ahead and make the roll for today? And
Why are you
for
putting me on
having,
the spot like that? I'm
and
kidding. Go ahead.
because you had a nice little scene with Chappie, you can have advantage on whatever you do today
Aw.
if you choose to roll.
Yay!
Let's see. So it's Annie's. So it's just us trying to get along the road, correct?
Yeah,
And we're just following the path set before us.
yeah, you're just going down the road.
Are we still in the conclave? We're still in the conclave.
You are
right?
still in the conclave. This whole map is the conclave.
Okay, so there's still that rule of
Hmm. Absolutely.
on okay. See, the problem is, do I still have that status of being like a cousin? Because I was with the four elements. I wasn't quite a druid or a ranger, but I was like, a cousin. Do I have that status any longer?
You're not sure.
Okay. Can I just like work it to like when I like passed out at the grave? That's like the moment when like my subclass changed.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've been feeling a little strange ever since the standing grave, for many reasons.
Hmm. Aren't we all?
Um, in that case, could I go to one side of the path and just to kind of renew that relationship, can I sacrifice maybe oh God, what's a good number? Um, could I sacrifice like maybe 10 HP to the forest to ask for guidance in memory of in memory of all that we have done for the conclave to further that goodwill that we respect the
Sure.
forest and that we just ask for guidance and clear roads, good weather, good you know, I can't think of the word.
Good vibes. Good
Good
conditions.
vibes
That's
only.
sure. So roll with
Good omen.
advantage.
Well, so you're sacrificing a resource.
Yeah, I'll give 10 HP.
Yeah. What fraction of your health is 10 HP?
Well, I have 63 right now. I'm at 40, so 30. I'd be under half.
Okay.
It's like a 6. It's a little less than a 6 of my help.
Okay. I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah. So lose 10 HP, and you will. What does it look like when you sacrifice this health?
I don't go down to 10 HP, that's for sure. I go to 30 because that's math.
Mhm.
Can I take? Oh God, I'll take. Does the Conclave hate the Silver Sickles, or is that just the dead? The
Uh,
Just the dead.
Spores?
You were given the
Yeah,
silver
they gave
sickles
us them.
by
Okay, okay,
the Circle of Spores.
Yeah.
okay. Because I was
By the
That is
thinking,
one of.
Great Keeper.
it's like, do
Yeah.
I do it from a Skrullkin or do I from the sickle? I think the sickle would be the better. So
Mm.
I'm just going to um take the sickle, kind of like wrap my palm around it, and just yank it. And let's say there's like a root near the road that's going to a
Mhm.
big tree, whatever tree that is indigenous here. Um, and I just say, your roots go deep through this land. We ask that in your travels, you guide us through safe terrain. In honor of the respect we have for you. And I give it 10 HP.
Okay. The root absorbs your blood, almost greedily,
Ooh.
and the tree itself kind of shivers, and it's like a shiver rolls through the forest around you, like a gust of wind gently blew through. There is no discernible difference besides that. But as you travel that day, you find that there are perhaps fewer obstructions than normal. Sometimes the road is grown over with roots, or there is foliage encroaching on it, but for today it seems that there is less of that, and your travels are unaffected. And so you move 3 spaces.
Nice. Feel the same love.
The forest respects bloodshed. Oh, that's great.
Okay. And it is uh, a moment to rest. Would you like to have a scene with anybody to perhaps give them advantage for their role tomorrow?
Is this a short rest?
It is again a short rest.
Oh goodness. Well, I guess it's down between Vern or
I roll
Revion.
something.
Do either you in particular want to have a scene with me?
Sorry, give me 1 second.
No thoughts, head empty.
Head empty. Right, okay. I don't want to put Chappie on the spot again, and Kralak is well,
MIA.
yes. Uh, Here, I'll flip a coin. Um, so I have a coin that has a lemon and a half lemon. So half lemon will be Vern, lemon will be Revion. Okay, half lemon. Vern. Okay.
Huh? Sorry, I'm doing math in my head.
Can I have a scene with you, or is now not a good time? Okay,
Yeah,
now's
we can have a scene. Sorry, I was
okay.
reading.
Okay. Okay. Um, Oh god, I do not know what to do. Usually I can come up with these things. Oh, here. I'll find you at when we're like all getting ready to rest and maybe rolling out bed rolls. I'll come over to you.
Damn it, I don't have time to be antisocial. I'm gonna go on.
I'm sorry about what I said a couple days ago. I didn't mean to say you were trying to steal our names. It was a bit shocking.
I get it. Heat
I
of the
trust
moment.
you. I trust that you won't do that.
You were in the heat of the moment. It's fine. I honestly forgot about it until you mentioned it again.
Yeah, I guess you could call it the heat of the moment. That boon you got from the standing grave, what did you get again?
I can dispel magic with a touch. It's how I managed to stop the whole tree thing happening with Chappie. I turned one of them back into a tree with Alpharis's help, and I pat Alpharis on the head.
Yeah,
Huh?
you and Alpharis really saved us.
I mean, realizing I could have just done the same thing and just wasted a spell slot to do it. I guess it wouldn't really be wasting, but you know what I mean?
I mean, we can think back on everything we could have done. But we're here now. We're moving forward, right?
Yeah, that's the hope.
And it's done nothing else to you. There's nothing else it does.
Hold on. I never thought about it.
Sorry.
I was just double checking something with Brave because I didn't know whether or not I would know.
Sorry, I was trying to think of a scene that
no,
doesn't
you're fine.
feel
You're
like
fine. It's fine.
weirdly
It's
out
fine.
of place, and that was the one thing that latched onto.
No, you're fine. I mean, I haven't been feeling that great, but I assumed it was the stress. It could have been this, and they look at their hand. Been drained more than usual, I guess. That's all I really can say on it. I don't know if that is to do with it.
It makes you anxious?
No, like I said, it makes me feel kind of drained. But that's about it.
Could I don't know if I can like look at her with I don't know, the powers of Ilmater. Can I sense that there's a malady or something causing her to be drained?
Go ahead and make me a medicine check, please.
Oh boy. Ooh. Okay. 1 second. I have to do math. Medicine. Oh my god. That's a 28.
Jesus.
I have a +10 to medicine. And I rolled an 18.
What I'll say is you reach out and you kind of gently touch Fern's forehead with just like your thumb, just sort of like holding the side top of their head to just feel.
Fern looks very confused.
Just sit still for a moment.
and
me.
you feel sort of the cords almost circle and snake around your arms, like serpents writhing. And in a moment, like cold water seeping into your body, you, for a few moments, feel weak, almost clammy, like you should be shivering, but you're not. Um, Even holding your arm up is a bit more tiring than it was before. It's like having a cold, but not. It's slight aches and shivers and a fleeting coldness and almost like a bottle that is slowly being drained from a crack with just this sort of impending dread of the bottle emptying fully. And then, as sort of this sensation of weakness and unease, really, is the best way to describe it. The knowledge that your body is not okay, even if you couldn't say exactly what was wrong, it passes as the feeling returns back to Vern from whence it was taken.
And that's, I'm assuming, is tied to her boon she took.
Yeah, you would feel as much.
Is there any way I could maybe alleviate that for a day to help her with her check the next day? Like, I take it for a short amount of time.
You definitely could, yes.
All right, let's do it. Let's give me, I don't
Oh
know, a flu.
boy. Yeah, definitely
So
a blue.
I'm gonna say you can just do that.
Give it to me, baby.
Don't
So for the
rephrase.
next for the next day,
Phrasing.
uh
You don't have to do that, Igbo.
I know what I can do.
Mm. Don't make me know all this fruit more
so
than I
for the
already
next day
do.
you will be suffering the effects of uh Vern's curse.
I'm gonna.
So for the next day you are going to not feel great.
I already didn't feel great, so I just feel worse.
Sorry. Just to add to the roleplay, he just sort of like sorry, just goes, "Don't make me owe you and the party more, bleh, you and the others more than I already owe you."
This isn't about someone owing me.
Mm.
No one owes me anything.
Here,
And I take it.
okay. That was before you do. And I remembered I had these. I'm going to take out a bottle or a vial of the medicine that I bought before we left Manawal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give one to him, and I'm gonna say, if you feel really bad, take one of these. Give me 1 sec, I'm getting raided. Hi, thank you for the raid! Hi,
Hi, Raiders.
Riley!
Welcome.
I'm catching DJ's flu.
But I will give you a Meshkul's Despair medicine, which is literally all it's called.
All right. I will take that and I'll pocket it.
Just in
and I will go
case.
to my bedroll and I will have the worst body shakes of my life.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
So with that, the next day dawns, and so Vern, you're leading the way today.
I am apparently.
Okay.
Um,
What would you like to do to aid the party today?
I guess if we sorry. Are we still in? We are still in the forest, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I use my thing to do an arcana to see if we're still in the feywilds while we're moving. Would that work? Like I'm looking at the.
I'll give you this one for free. You are no longer at a crossroads. You are no longer at a place
Okay.
where the veil is significantly weaker. You are fully in the middle fen.
Okay, in that case, then I gotta rethink of what I was gonna do. I guess I'm not good at perception. I will. Sorry, I'm looking through my stuff. Sorry, I'm thinking. My plan's gone out the window. See, I could risk a perception, but wisdom's my dump stat. I have a -1.
Mhm.
And you told me that I can't use my cat to help. So I'm going to... Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Screw it, yeah. I'm gonna risk it. And I'm going to keep an eye out on, like, the path. Make sure there aren't any, like, things hiding, you know, to jump out at us.
Okay. So is this just perception?
Yeah. Am I rolling with
Okay.
disadvantage, or what am I doing?
You are rolling flat because while it's normally disadvantage for moving fast, you have gained advantage from Ikibo's selfless sacrifice.
Okay.
Will Bless help perception?
No. Bless is saving throws.
I have guidance.
Okay.
Can I get a
I only have
guidance?
Bless.
Will Brave
You
allow it?
absolutely can get a guidance.
No, I'm asking if Brave will allow it.
Not today.
Okay.
Oh.
So
If you had
Fair
done a
enough, I
scene with
guidance.
Chappie, you can get guidance.
could I use? I'm trying to figure out how I can make the odds better. Could I possibly be specifically looking out for predators towards the horses, therefore roll nature instead of perception?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay,
you
good.
Can roll,
That's a +5.
You can roll. You can roll nature.
Does this animal eat meat?
15. I'm a grandmother.
Okay. On a 15, you just keep your eyes out. You keep wary for things that could be dangerous to the party. I guess natural horse predators. What's the natural predator of a horse?
Wolves. Wolves.
Wolf?
No, maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
wolves.
You
They attack.
keep your eyes out.
There's not
But
really
you
a
don't.
natural horse predator.
No,
Wolves will chase
but
down
you
ungulates.
don't. You don't see anything of particular
Okay.
significance. And your day passes uneventfully, although there is nothing particularly inspiring
Very
about
good.
today.
That's fine.
So you'll move 1.
As long as we pass, that was the main thing I was scared of, because I have a -1 to my perception.
Yes. And you will come to the evening. Ikibo, my good friend, could you roll me a d6, please?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
D6. I got a 6.
Also, Raiders, for those joining us, you missed a lore dump from yours truly.
Ikibo, please lose 3 focus points.
What?
I don't remember how many I have. What that's in features?
What?
It says I have. Oh wait, focus points reset after short rest. Yeah. Okay. Making sure. All right, I've got 5 out of 8.
Okay. Cool. Oh, and Vern, you don't have to roll that d2 tonight.
Okay, cool. Yay.
So as you settle down to rest, Ikibo, you feel very bad.
I feel I look a little paler than usual, and there seems to be more moisture than usual. I'm both freezing and incredibly hot, and I'm
Oh,
shivering.
sorry, I just realized. Okay. I
What did you think I was
Yeah.
saying?
No. What Brave did.
Mhm.
Verd will, whenever they pass by Ikuo, just remind them if they feel really bad, take the medicine.
I've been through worse. Above game. Above game.
Ikibo, are you okay? You're looking paler than usual. You're sweating. Is everything okay?
Fine. I helped Vern out. It's fine. I'll live.
Vern looks very
Are you
concerned.
sure?
If I'll live. I've had flu before. It's okay.
Okay. Let us know or call out if you need help.
Thanks.
Okay.
It's just the past couple days have been draining. I just need rest. So thank you
Okay.
for checking on me.
Mhm.
I have an important question for you, Ikibo. Are you going to continue suffering the effects of Vern's malady to help them, or are you going to return it to them?
Oh no. The ball's in my court now.
Oh
Huh.
no! I should probably mention, if it helps, that Vern has been very concerned for your well-being since you took it.
That has not crossed my mind one time. We're supposed to reach the next crossroad tomorrow.
Yep.
How does Vern look? Like he's better.
Vern steadily is looking healthier over the course of today, and Vern, you've felt better today than you have. You've been feeling kind of sickly and tired. It's not too bad when at the start, but as your malady progresses, and especially as you've exerted yourself over the past few days, it has steadily gotten worse and worse. But
Vern's
today
just really good at masking.
today you've started feeling much better,
Okay.
at least incrementally.
Although Vern looks very concerned.
Hmm.
I'll do one more night.
No.
One more
Okay.
night and I'll give it back.
Ikubo!
Okay. This is
Not
the
your
third night of rest then. So, congratulations. You all may take a long rest.
Ugh.
Yay!
The only exception, Ikibo,
Damn it, really?
you do not regain those 3 focus points.
So I take a long rest, but I don't
Yeah.
get full key points.
It's the
You don't get
camp,
full
right?
focus points back. Yeah. Yes, it is the camp.
So I can regain full HP.
You
And
regain
hit
full
dice.
HP, you regain your hit dice, but you just don't have those focus points.
Key points are the only thing. Okay. Awesome. I'll go fix that.
Mhm.
All right.
You can, give it back so you don't lose any more key points.
You don't know that.
You don't know. Well, kinda they do.
They
because
kind
they
of
had it.
do.
You don't know if I lost key points.
That's why they keep telling you to take the medicine.
If I get worse, I'll take it.
Okay. And that brings us to the next day. This is. Are there any other scenes anybody would like to do this evening?
There is a slight scene I kind of want to do. I was
Perfect. Go
thinking,
for it.
it's actually with Lionel.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So it's the evening, correct?
Yeah, you've set up camp.
Okay. I'm just gonna like, where is Lionel, by the way?
Lionel in the evenings generally sets up near the cart. He has his own little sleeping situation that he sets up. Generally, he has a little lantern that he carries with him that he is generally writing in a notebook with.
Okay. I guess I'll just approach him, see if he notices.
You'll see his ear twitches as you come in his direction, but he doesn't look up from his writings.
He's engrossed.
What are you doing?
Swimming.
Oh, is now not a good time? I'll just turn around.
No, okay, I'm sorry. I'm riding. Is there something I can help you with?
Wait, did Revion ask how or what are you doing?
Oh, what?
I thought, yeah, that's what I thought you said. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you're swimming, my man?
He was being sarcastic.
Okay, I thought that's what he meant, but then I thought he said, how are you doing?
I actually had some questions, I guess, between high elf to high elf.
Okay.
Is now a good time, or should I come back?
Yeah, good as time as any. Take a seat if you're so
Mm.
inclined.
Okay. I think. So, how old are you again? 300? 300?
In the 300s, yeah.
Okay. If you're okay with me asking, where exactly is your family from?
My family? I come from down south of Ambio, a place called the Hidden Plateau.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little enclave down there. That's where I come from.
Right. Um, and is your family still alive?
I'm sure some of them.
I see. I think another question I had was because you've lived for so long, I'm assuming there have been a lot of people who came and went into your life.
That's true.
And I'm assuming that you've also experienced a lot of loss.
You could say that.
I was curious just how you've been dealing with that.
Hmm. You know, I think I asked one of my mentors that same question. How do you deal with it? Have you read a lot of elven poetry?
Honestly, I haven't really been around a lot of elves, so no.
I get that impression.
Oof.
What you're asking isn't a new question.
No.
I think some of the great scholars call it the question. How do you live in a world that changes when you don't? How do we exist when almost everyone else passes us by? Now, I suppose there's a few schools of thought on that. There's the enclaves, obviously. They deal with it by not interacting with the outside world. You know? I think a lot of people think we're elitist, snotty, stuck up, You've heard the stereotypes, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
those high-born elves in their gilded forest towers, sneering down on the rest of the world so shut off. They're not like that because they hate everyone else. They're like that because they hate seeing everyone else die. To know that if you know a human, you will see 10 generations of their family in your lifetime. That anybody you make friends with might as well die tomorrow for all your lifetime's concerned. So they shut themselves out of the world. They make a place that doesn't change. And anybody who comes and goes is just an ephemeral visitor they don't have to care about. They avoid attachment to things that aren't permanent, or at least long-lasting. Now, seeing where I am, I think you can presume that's not my school of thought.
No.
We are what you might call wanderers. Enclaves sometimes call us exiles, although we're not exiled. Call us lost, unstuck, drifters. I like to think of myself as a witness. Do you like music?
Sure. I can enjoy it.
Here, let me... He'll dig around in his bag and pull out just a flute. It's very crude and very simple. And he will play on it. Just one long continuous note. Now, was that very pleasant?
Maybe for a moment.
For a moment.
Damn.
And then it stretched on. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And now... And he will just very briefly play a short melodic refrain. Just a couple notes of about the same duration as the one he played before in total. Just a little melody, perhaps one you are familiar with. Now, how was that?
Better.
Yeah. Things aren't good, or pleasant, or worthwhile because they linger. It is the change, the loss of a note, the absence of it that gave it meaning. And for me, that's my answer. I go where I go. I meet who I meet. And every person's a little note. And they play and they end. And I remember the progression of the melody. And I think my life is all the more beautiful for it. You can mourn. You can miss them. But you can always whistle a tune. Because once you know the melody, you're never going to forget it.
Store.
Can I have the flute? I want to try.
Here. He'll pass you the flute. Keep it. It's yours.
Aw.
Oh, he tries playing it. He sucks.
Oh, you're terrible.
No.
You make a shrill shrieking noise.
Ah, Jesus. Everyone wakes
Was
up.
that an owl? Was that an owl?
Will you shut him up?
Does anyone hear music?
Yes, Shep, go. What? No, I hear an assault to the ears.
It's alright. Just go back to bed.
Careful with that.
What is that melody?
Go to sleep,
Do you get
Chappie.
Okay, Jen.
what I'm saying?
No, thank you for that explanation.
Yeah. Keep going.
He's gonna try playing it again, and it still
No.
sucks.
Okay.
No.
How about you do that in the morning?
Revion, please.
I would like to throw a bedroll
know
at
you don't sleep.
Revion. Go.
We know you
Go
don't sleep, Revion.
Trents.
Please, in the morning, for us who have to sleep.
I
Right,
throw a
they need sleep.
bedroll at Revion.
Oh right, they need sleep.
You get hit in the head with a bedroll, Ravion.
What the fuck?
Unfortunately, it does
dodge.
happen.
Go to
as
bed.
as Vern throws it at you, and Lionel will sort of lean over you as you've been sort of knocked to the ground by a bedroll, and he'll just kind of lean down. Take it in. Do you hear this note? It'll be gone before
No.
you know it. And then he'll bop you on the nose and walk away.
Done. Clap, 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 clap.
Okay. Let's do Revion's travel day, okay?
We can do that.
Oh, I
So-
get one? Oh.
Yeah, it's your turn to do the travel. So, what would you like to do to help the group travel today?
Help group travel? I don't know what that means.
So you can do a skill check, or you can spend some resource that you have, like HP, hit dice, something like that, to help the group traverse today successfully.
I guess I'll do a skill check.
Okay, what would you like to do? Describe it to me, and we can sort of choose a skill.
I guess I could scout the area, see if there's no potential threats to make sure everything's safe. And
Okay.
go ahead a little
Okay, that sounds like survival or perception to me.
bit. Okay.
Which of those would you like?
Let me see which one I called. You said survival or perception?
Yes.
Where the hell is survival?
Alright,
It
it's
should
intelligence plus
be-
your proficiency.
It
If
should be
you-
the last one on the
Yeah,
skill.
very
on the
bottom.
skill check.
Sorry, it's wisdom, not intelligence. I always get those mixed up. Nature.
Shit, I can't see it. I'll do perception.
Okay. This will be a flat roll because you did that scene with Lionel.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, 16.
Rogue.
Whew.
Rogues.
Yay.
rogues.
Rogue. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So you progress today. 1, 2, 3. Making it to the next crossroads without incident. And let's say, just for my purposes, you are going to arrive a little ways off from the crossroad. You're not quite there yet.
Okay.
When you stop to make camp. And you all may settle down for your evening rest. Storms. Ikibo,
Yes.
would you please roll me a d6?
Okay. 2.
Please lose 1 key point.
Hey,
Ooh.
let's go. We win these.
And
That's what I'm
Vern,
talking
you don't
about.
need to roll your D2.
Okay.
Okay. And you all will settle down for the evening here. Just a little ways away from the main crossroads between Pebblestone and Farlane. And
They can wait.
I think as night begins to fall, the stars glitter overhead of you all. As you prepare for your things, that's where we're going to go ahead and end the session for today.
Okay.
So hold on to those things you want to do in your
Yep.
short rest here. We'll do them next week, okay?
Okay.
And I promise to hand back, I guess, the
That-
curse.
that's
I
what the
guess
scene
I'll
was
get
gonna
it
be.
back.
That's what one
Yeah.
of the 2 scenes was gonna be, getting you to give me back my curse.
Mm-hmm. So,
I
thank you
guess
all
I'll
so very
do it.
much for playing D&D with me tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you
Ooh.
for putting up with kind of this
Clap to DM.
slapdash thing.
Also, private
Props for
support,
your
you need to
DM.
send me that parchment. Because what I was gonna do was I was gonna show the party when we were in the middle of talking about it.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Here, do
you're
you want
fine.
me to show that to everyone right now?
No, it's fine. We can wait.
Okay, we can wait till. Give me till next week. I'll make
Yeah.
it better because right now it
Okay.
sucks. I don't want it to
Yeah.
suck.
That's fair.
Anyway, I didn't have it written out beforehand.
That's
so.
fair.
Thank you all so very much for playing. As always, it is a great pleasure and honor to be your humble
Ooh.
question mark dungeon master.
Clap for the
Uh,
Say
DM.
you're humble.
Clap, 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 clap.
Clap, 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 clap.
yeah. So thank you all so very much. As always, any comments, questions, concerns, complaints, jokes, whatever, please direct them to me, and I will eviscerate you body and spirit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Wait, what?
I will see you all next week.
Pretty
Thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Also, I hope you guys enjoyed the trauma dump.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Remember,
We got
bedtime.
lore.
We love
Ooh.
lore.
Mm.
Now we're just waiting for the dreams to happen.
I'm
I
immune
bet-
to that.
I'm betting
Ember's
5 gold
barking.
on Vern.
God.
5 gold on Vern.
That's rigged, because you know it's going to happen, because I have my
It's your
boyfriend
arc.
can go into my dreams.
It's your arc.
That
Of
makes
course
things
it's gonna
rigged.
happen.
We love backstory dump.
Is it rigged,
I
or am
don't
I just
think
picking the
I don't
best
think it is
option?
my arc. I think we just teased it because we didn't go on the Feywild.
Just a brief tease. Just a brief tease.
Anyways,
Don't worry, the Feywild will come to us.
we
Don't
have fun here. We have
don't
fun
give
here.
him ideas.
Okay, hold on. I don't need ideas from you cretins. I
Wow.
already know what I'm
Wow,
doing.
okay.
All right, bye guys.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Take
bye,
care.
bye.
Don't die.